Welcome back, ghouls and goblins, to the terrifying world of darkness. In our previous episode, our cantankerous ne'er-do-wells released a demon, made a deal with it, and then watched as New York City was destroyed in a massive explosion. Is it connected? Stay tuned to find out. A lot of you got your coffin rest at the end of the last session, so you're all rested up. You did whatever weird, gross thing you do whenever you feed on people.
Well, we were feeding in the building, weren't we? After they were all knocked out, we were just chowing down.
Yeah, but you got to feed again. You got to wake up and have breakfast, so you go about your business and you feed and what have you.
That is true.
Um, you can see that there is a small contingency of newspapers that have been delivered to the front of your suite. It describes how New York City has been felled by a mysterious explosion. Millions are dead, and the eastern seaboard is bathed in a toxic green haze. Outside, you can hear the commotion of tanks roaming through the streets, soldiers marching and passing fighter jets and attack helicopters. After a few moments of polite contemplation, you hear a knock at the door.
Yeah, hello?
Good afternoon, may I come in? I have some news from the prince.
Oh dear. Nicholas will toddle up out of his short man chair and go and open the door.
Uh,
Little coffee mug full of blood in hand.
uh, you,
Oh,
there is a rather short-looking man in front of you. He's actually faintly shorter than you. Uh,
Wow, he's
he
short.
he looks at you and goes, "Ah, yes. The prince has sent over a particular friend of his in order to assist you in today's investigations. If you need anything further, feel free to reach out to the prince, but please up to the sheriff. But please do not bother the prince directly. He's quite occupied handling the refugees streaming in from around the country. It's very hectic today in Chicago. He also said that you should take care not to do anything too outwardly suspicious and to avail yourselves of customary modes of conveyance. There's no need to skulk around in sewers or do anything of that nature today. The city is on high alert, the military is primed to fire, and you would be ill advised to do anything unbecoming. Um, your requested assistance will be arriving relatively shortly. Oh, as a matter of fact, there he is down the hall right now. Luan, you are welcome to make your entrance. And you're going to step into the foyer. Feel free to describe your character.
You see I guess relatively tall man, with just the oldest cowboy hat you have ever seen and a fucked up face. Like he
Um,
was left out in the sun too long, because he was. Full, but, like, not the best kempt beard. Kind of like auburn hair, just saunters in and nods at the three of you.
hello.
Niklaus, who is I think I made him 4'8". He's a tiny, tiny little old doctor man. He's looking up at you with the same expression of horror as a child seeing their first mascot would have.
Yep, that's about
Um,
right.
he is deeply perturbed by this relic of old Hollywood, and he takes a step back so you can get into the room without touching him.
That's probably wise. He is also very dusty
Dusty, ugh.
and just kind of smells. It just kind of smells like, creosote and just
And there's a little bit of pee pee somewhere. Somewhere.
Hmm.
Is it
yeah.
his? We don't know.
A hint.
It's
You want to ask him?
definitely mountain lion piss.
It's, yeah. Put
Got
some
it.
in his coffee to give it a little tang.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm fucked up about this guy. Thank you, Lou.
Yeah, there's a faint hint of necrotizing flesh
Belly
coming
button
from
smell.
somewhere, weirdly his pocket.
Ugh, gross. We told you to stop playing with it. Anyway, let's go, gamers. Niklas will step aside and just kind of like stare at you, like wait for you to come on in.
I was
need to send
told
you-
y'all needed a bodyguard for a few days or a
Really?
day.
Oh.
Got a message from the DM. What's
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Go stand over there, and he'll point to like a place without carpeting.
Yeah. He'll nod, tip his hat, completely oblivious to how freaked out Nikolaus is, and just go and stand there with his back to the wall.
Incredible. I look back at the man who was shorter than me. By the way, I fully opened the door looking up, and then had to do a double take and look down.
Mm.
But
Glandular.
Niklas will kind of like lean in and whisper, trying to be polite, but he's deeply perturbed. He'll go, "Why are they sending a cowboy?"
Maybe.
Can I hear this?
Can you? Can you hear this?
Why don't you make an awareness check and find out?
Make an awareness
Let's
check.
see. First roll.
Why did
Oh,
why did
alrighty.
they find a cowboy? Where are there
Awareness,
cows in
which I have no
Chicago?
points in. Do I add anything to that, or just straight awareness?
Whenever you roll a skill, you also roll an attribute.
Okay. What attribute would this be? Wits, maybe?
Yeah.
That's sure my favorite.
I'm asking because I don't know.
Do it.
However you want it to go, my dude.
Do it.
It's very.
So I can choose.
Yeah, you can pick, baby.
Yeah, whichever one you want. Just make it make
Okay.
sense. I mean, trying
But
to
it-
listen with strength.
I was gonna say I can't roll strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
You strain your
let's see,
ears
where-
really hard.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, would composure make sense?
Yeah, just roll it.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
if you're
It's
feeling relaxed and just taking in
Just
the
riff.
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Vampire the Masquerade, as I've learned, is a lot of riffing, which is pretty swell.
Okay.
I like my Goosey's Lucy.
You
Should
make
have
out
said
what
that
they're
out
hearing.
loud.
What happens?
You make out what they're hearing. Continue, Niklaus, to gossip about
Okay.
the cool cowboy.
He's just like, why did they send a cowboy? Where did you find a cowboy in Chicago? Where are their cows kept in Chicago? Did you keep him in a dustbin? The poor man looks like his lungs are made of
I'm
lead.
from El Paso, actually.
Maybe the
Well, not El.
maybe the prince thinks we will be rustling cattle or something. Who knows?
Okay. All right.
I mean, there is farmland around Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. Me personally, this is my first time in the city. Welcome. What is your name, sir?
He takes out he puts away the little pocket knife he was fidgeting with, takes out a pipe and just starts smoking the oddest smelling. What would it just smells like peyote, I think. I don't know if that has a strong smell, but
I'm sure a doctor could smell the peyote.
yeah. Name's McCarthy. Permit McCarthy.
I'm
Well,
just
hello, Kermit. I'm Alfabe.
yeah. That's wow. You are like a painting. My name is Niklaus. You may call me that or Doctor, whichever uh suits you. Um, please stay standing there. I don't know whether it keeps a vacuum in this room. Um,
You're being rude.
no, I'm being pragmatic. I don't want him to feel as if he's going to be a bother. Uh, Irene! Irene!
Irene, it has been very quiet and looks as though she has been crying for the whole morning, evening. And has been, she noted the ghoul coming in, absolutely, but it was more
Yep.
of just a passing glance, maybe a little bit of a like a cringe look on her face for a moment. And then just back to really what is sort of a frown on her, on her features. And she's just wearing very simple clothes, no effort put into her look today at all. Her hair is long and straight. Just sort of looks up at Mags. I'm sorry, what's your character's name one more time?
It's okay. Niklaus.
Niklaus, thank you. Looks
Mm.
up without responding at Niklaus.
Oh boy, I have no help. I'll ignore everybody else and then turn to the man at the door. Is there anything else? So
He flips over a small note card that he was reading off of the entire time, and shows you the back of the card, which just says, "And you now leave." And he just looks at you, nods, and then he goes away.
no, don't leave me. Ugh. And he'll dejectedly shut the door and look back at his compatriots. Yeah, okay. Um, hmm. This is a strange day. I'm gonna get another cup, and he'll just go and pour himself another cup full of blood, and then sit and drink while his eyes focus on nothing in particular. He's just reeling from the fact that New York is gone, while also dealing with the fact that there is a man who has probably every disease from the 1920s either in his body
yeah.
or in his jacket, 10 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a rough morning for Nicholas. This is rough.
So, Kermit, what
Mm.
what were you told was going to be happening?
Not much, I was told. I had to be up here anyway, and I was told y'all might need some muscle.
The prince told you, or
Did the prince tell me? No, who told me that they needed help?
The prince told you that they needed help, but he did not explain what exactly they were doing. So he kind of
Gotcha.
left the onus on them to be good hosts.
Yeah, I mean, he just said y'all needed help. I assumed when I got here y'all would, let me know what's going on. I'm not too familiar with the intricate workings of cities, though it looks like something's going on right now.
something's yeah, and he'll hop off with some effort. He'll hop off of the tall kitchen stool and
Like,
bring over a copy of the morning paper, one of the copies, and that says New York is now a hole in the ground, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Take a look. Gone.
oh, fuck.
Yes, gone as hell, as I've heard.
Oh,
It's I don't know.
Those assholes. People kept telling me, "Oh, Kermit, you're an idiot. Why are you going to El Paso? Why the desert? That's horrible. You should come to New York with us, with the rest of us." Off the boat. Now fucking look at it.
I
Take that, Logan, you bitch.
you bitch.
Oh.
I think it's just horrible.
Irene is just gonna kind of echo, "It's gone. It's all gone." Crying,
Oh,
crying again.
Oh.
I'll leave the
All the
paper.
art, the art.
Kermit will offer you some peyote.
I'm good, thanks.
I'll
Can I actually Niklas will actually like, may I and he won't touch any part of you, but he's gonna whiff the pipe just to make sure.
Smoke
Ah.
peyote.
That's where the piss was coming from. Okay, thank you. Peruse
Welcome,
as you
Mr.
like. He'll
Oh
leave you
yeah,
with
sorry about the smell. I wrestled a mountain lion earlier.
it. Did you tickle it until it peed? Why is the smell?
Kind of a dominance thing they do sometimes. Yeah. I rolled right into it.
This is why I'm glad I did not go into veterinary medicine. It
Mm.
didn't exist back then, really. Just, is the cow sick? Can it be killed or can it be saved? That's how it was when I started. Anyway,
Exactly. Dog broke a leg.
shoot
Alright.
it.
Time to take it out to the woods.
Yep. And offer the leg to the trees. Anyways, Kermit, are you hungry? Did you eat the lion when you were done? Or is that impolite to ask?
Yeah, actually, and he pulls out of his pocket. I brought some puma liver, if anyone would like to partake.
Oh,
And he just starts eating the liver.
oh no. There might be things in there. Oh no.
They're fresh.
Kermit, no. Kermit.
You know,
I-
come
I'm in
on.
like full medicine. I can't.
That's
I don't
his
have-
way. You shouldn't be judging him like that. If maybe that's his culture.
No. I'm a doctor.
What do
I know.
y'all eat?
Mm,
I mean, puma blood would probably be okay. I'm not sure why
Well,
the
there's-
liver's so bad.
black market shit. I can't roll man. Remember, I'm on an iPad. No other machine works, and it wouldn't let me onto Forge at all. Well, no, that's not true. It took me to the login page, then it wouldn't let me touch anything because the login window wasn't actually there, which is just cool.
Oh shit, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, hey hon, how are you?
Hello.
I'm good. I slept through my alarms to nap. I mean, get up.
I sure as shit did too.
All right, hold on a
Alright.
second. We're going to take a quick pause. Action. All right, continue, Niklas.
Just, there's very, very, very high likelihood that there could be parasites in there. It could have been carrying diseases. There's also just the bacteria and the general risk that come with eating something that has not been cured, and you ripped it out. It didn't even come from a man. It came from a pussycat, and you're eating it like a Danish on the floor, dripping onto the tile, covered in dust.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm used to the dirt floors. I can clean it up for you if...
No. I'll clean
He
it. I
stuffs
like
the
to
rest of the
clean.
liver
It's just-
down his throat.
Would you
It's
feel
just-
better if he had a plate? What are
Yes,
you
I
saying,
would. I
Nicola?
would. Yes, I
Okay.
would.
I will get him one.
Thank you.
Here, try this. Oh, you're done already. See? I guess next time, just let us know and we'll bring you a dish.
Hey, Niklas, check
Will
your
do.
DMs
Or he
for some
Or he
particular
could eat it
information.
outside.
Oh my god, you son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. Okay. Oh. Madre de Dios. Shit. Nicholas will, like, he's getting overstimulated, so he goes and sits down on the couch. Somebody else have a turn.
Great time for Kian to walk in disheveled, like just stumbling in, smoothing his hair with his hands quickly. Be like, "Good evening."
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, this is Kermit. He came to be our bodyguard.
He's the duskiest man alive.
Well, I don't know about alive.
Yeah, not
He's
exactly.
He's moving, it counts.
Hello, Kian. Wait, hello, Kermit.
Does Kian have an Irish accent?
Yes.
Oh, where are you from, lad?
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember the name of the town that he was. Oh shit. Oh shit. The motherland. Sounds like you are as well.
sure, I've lost the accent a bit, but I was in, well, not really Cork, the city, but a little bit near it. I'm sure it's a town now, but back in 18, 49, it was not.
Hey. Sounds quite familiar.
Nice to meet someone from back home.
This
I do
is
miss the rain sometimes.
It rains here.
well, Kermit. What else? What else can you tell us? Where you're from is apparently a long time ago.
Well, back when I left back when the. Ooh, pardon me, sorry.
Boom is
Back
right
when
next.
the Brits were fucking up all our crops. Family went to New York, which, yep. I went to El Paso, or I tried to. I got lost on the way there, just kind of rotted in the desert for a bit. Now I'm here hundreds of years later.
Hey.
Or 800
Ian.
years later.
I like yada 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 in 800 years. That's pretty good. I like
Yeah. Kian's gonna stare a little bit intensely at Kermit, just maybe not quite aware if he's making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, Kermit has no awareness of that at all.
Perfect. Just gonna look into your eyes and say, "Who's your sire?"
That's a good question. Where would I find that on the sheet?
Oh, sorry.
Description?
It's fully possible to not know your sire.
Yeah, you don't know. You got turned by some weird thing wearing animal skins in the
Oh, I
Sahara
have
Desert.
no idea. I was dying of heat stroke in the desert, and then woke up at night. So looking back on it, just friendly traveler trying to figure out what the fuck is this pale ass motherfucker doing in the desert, and I just ripped into him.
Alright.
But
So-
yeah, I have no idea what started it.
Now I got weird magic powers.
Ian's just kind of gonna wrinkle his nose and shift a little bit. Not distrust, that's way too strong a word, but he's gonna sit with that. So,
Is that a problem? I don't know. Or
oh no, not at all. My
who's
memory
your
is
sire?
not what it used to be. Dorothy
Mm,
of the Ventru. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kermit.
Are you friends with Dorothy?
Of course.
yes.
Go back in your box, Kraut.
Somebody finally said it.
It gets sad. Do I know who Dorothy is? Like, do I know anyone that anyone is talking about?
Not even remotely.
Oh, Dorothy, got it.
Oh,
You can tell he does not know who that is. He's just trying to, like, latent manners that he forgot just living in the desert are starting to kick back, and he's like, oh, nod and smile, I remember that one.
right. What does Kermit look like?
You know the ghoul from Fallout? Not quite that bad, but
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
just
Okay.
like
jerky.
completely burnt to shit from lying out in the desert sun as an Irishman in the as a malnourished Irishman in the 1840s.
Oh,
He
dude
just
is toasted.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
It's glandular.
It's glandular. We didn't know what glands were back in the day.
All right,
Well
gang.
said.
To speed things along a little bit, because everyone's having way too much fun with the Ghoul Cowboy. Why don't we tell?
Why'd you give this to Ghoul Cowboy, you monster?
Yeah,
You want to
well,
play with him?
yeah, I know you'll be allowed to when you go to the outside of your Waldorf Astoria presidential suite. Why don't you give him a rundown of the information you all discovered in the prior section, which is conveniently stickied in the roleplay channel?
Oh, I should probably read that.
Actually, let me sticky that. Okay, it's been pinned. Go over that and discuss what you all want to do and how you want to do it, and then your little ghoul friend could come along and you could dance through the tulips.
So, one more thing, Kermit, before we start this lovely evening. I seem to have missed some things at the beginning here. You were assigned by the prince, yes?
That's right.
Aye. Did the prince come here? What did I miss? What did the prince say?
I was just told that y'all needed some muscle for a day or two. I've kind of been hoping y'all would explain what's going on. I was really just here in Chicago to see what Malort tasted like. Heard it's good.
So good.
Well, in that case, let me try to refresh you.
And can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I don't recognize this voice though. Which character is this?
So mysterious.
All right.
This
Well,
is the face growing on the back of Kian's head.
all right. Well, I, Kiana Dorothy, I work in the circulatory system. These are my new associates. I'm sure you've been introduced.
Nicholas will.
First things. Sorry, what?
Sorry, you keep going. I'll mute.
Okay. First things first. We uncovered a conspiracy of some kind with Kine taking a drug made from the blood of kindred that allows them to see the world as we do and makes them terrified. Understandably, but it kills them with terror, and that's a problem.
Hmm.
Yesterday, when we found out that all of New York blew up, we were in a hunter's lair, gathering all the information that we could. There's not a hell of a lot else to tell,
Hmm.
but it is imperative that we get to the root of this and do so as soon as possible
Blew up the game.
to prevent any more masquerade breach or even worse, crop failure.
Hmm. Sounds serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just gonna, he's just gonna kind of look around just to see if anyone else wants to add anything to the overview.
Deeply serious.
Oh, SJ, in case you missed it, he is fully standing in the corner, just covered in desert, dust and shit, and smoking peyote in y'all's apartment. So
I made him stand where there's no carpet.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm trying to focus on the pinned recap so I can see if I can't add anything in character. Oh god, we have our scientist still. Shit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go check on her. Niklas will look like his colon just did something that he didn't like, and he'll hop up again and be like, "Oh," and he'll run down the hall, leaving his wee complimentary mug in the kitchen.
So you have a small blonde woman tied up, shoved inside a small box in your room. And
What?
And you realize, and you went,
No,
oh,
who
it's like,
decided that?
it's like, oh god, I didn't even give her a bowl of water or anything. Do they need water? Like, how does this work? Like, haven't had a dog in ages, let alone a person. Like,
No, that's terrible. No, I wouldn't have let that happen. No, no, indeed, she's a lady.
she's already dead from heat stroke, unfortunately.
You fucker. No, fuck you.
No, she's fine. I don't know. Describe how you people sequestered the scientist that you kidnapped, and now you all have to like torture her for information. So, do we want to do that first?
I would have completely like tried to bulldoze any suggestions of like actual imprisonment, and I would have just been like, let's take the phone, let's take all sharp objects out, and just kind of lock her in the room with some water and food. A lot of water and food.
It's like a stupid amount. You open the door and everything's just there's like giant jugs of water and like just like a stack of steaks like 3 feet tall in the corner or something because you don't.
it's like when you know a hurricane's rolling in, so you just fill the bathtub.
Yeah.
No, you know those white cubicle tubs that hold like 1,000 gallons of water? There's like 3 of those.
All just filled with steaks.
How much water do they need again? This has been a long. It's been a long.
Nikos knows what humans need. Damn it. He'll give her like juice boxes and cookies and everything. Like he ordered shit off of the menu that was like kind of non-perishable.
Turns
So
out
she's
she's
got, like, a lot of
diabetic, so she can't have the juice in the
I know.
cookies.
Oh no!
I know they can't freeze the water. Too much water, they drown.
Okay, roll for
Well,
diabetes.
you don't put them in the water.
Roll for diabetes.
I roll for diabetes. I'll like go over
Okay,
and
so quick thing. So Niklaus, are you going to tell everyone, oh, we probably should go talk to the scientist? And I imagine everyone else is going to stop fawning over the cowboy and go along.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
go.
Heck yeah.
Follow your
the thing
lead.
is, he will not say it. He will not say, "Hey, everybody, let's go." But the fact that the little old man is like, excuse me, don't worry," and he leaves,
Just
you'd want to follow an old man who
I'm
did
gonna
that.
worry.
Yeah,
Yeah, an
I'm
old
gonna
man who looks
worry.
like he's having colon problems. Who doesn't want to be with that?
Roll to worry.
you're in front of the door where you have placed her. What are you going to do?
I'll like lean against the door and I'll knock, shave and a haircut. But I say it out loud too because I'm silly.
You hear, fuck you, corpse.
Oh, okay. Well, she's all right.
Yeah, do you see what
Um,
you did? Now she's cranky. I told
now
you. You gave her too much food.
that's not. Ugh.
It's like a toddler. She has the zoomies now, or whatever it's called.
That's right.
God
We'll,
almighty.
we'll follow the lead of the doctor.
Uh, so good morning.
Are you going to open the door?
No, she's like loose in there. She's like a loose, angry cat.
I can't wait for you to open the door. It's going to be amazing.
There's like a recording of her. Fuck you, corpse. Um. Yeah. So, uh, would you like the paper?
I'm not
Do you
working
have
with
it?
you, Fiend, so why don't you just get it over with and fucking kill me? I'm not
I'm not.
talking.
I'm not doing that.
Okay,
I'm not doing
that's
that.
what she
Then
wants.
why
We
am I
probably
here?
should do it.
No, Alfred.
What?
Alfred. Do not say
Oh.
such things. Patients can hear you. Have a little work on your bedside manner, man God.
I don't have to. I'm not a doctor.
Well, pretend. Put the hat
Oh,
on.
okay.
Ma'am. I know this is very an unfortunate situation. I'm not proud of it. Truly.
And yet I'm
Uh,
here. Get on with it. What do you want? Let's not waste our time here. Because either you're going to let me out of here or you're going to kill me. And I'd rather not talk to you.
we're not. Why not me? I'm the one that doesn't want to kill you. Actually.
Well, you're the one wasting both of our times then. I'm not working with you.
So you want to talk to somebody who wants to kill you?
No,
And
I
you're like,
prefer.
look at the rest of them like, what?
I would prefer if one of you came in here and put a bullet in my skull so I didn't have to deal with you fucking disgusting corpses.
Okay.
That's
I
harsh.
cocked my gun.
Hey, no.
We can.
Finally, someone who respects what a woman says.
You see? Let's be polite to her.
I am being polite. This is not polite.
Open the door.
No. And he'll like try and grab your hand, but he's little, so it doesn't do anything.
Okay,
All right.
roll dexterity, everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Oh,
Just straight dexterity.
Oh no, trap.
Can somebody roll for me, please?
Dexterity plus. I'm gonna resolve. Actually,
yeah.
we will do stealth plus dexterity for
Can
our
you?
good friend
Thank
Charlie.
you. Thank you. I'm like so little. I'm behind the door. I'm moving with the door as it swings, so I'm shielded by the door.
Okay, so we
Please.
have Irene, we have
Hug.
Niklaus. Can we
Wait.
get Mr. Ghoul to roll Kermit? Okay.
Dexterity plus what again?
Anything you want.
Oh, anything.
Oh, I guess can I re-roll with athletics?
Yeah. Dexterity plus athletics.
Okay, thank you. I'm still figuring this out. Okay, skill athletics plus attribute dexterity. And I don't add a. What's this add discipline thing?
You don't use the discipline thing.
Gotcha.
You're not rolling a discipline for this. So just click like athletics and then click attribute. Okay, perfect. Kermit, you succeeded. Niklaus, you succeeded. Irene, you succeeded. We just need our good friend Alfabe to roll his. He also succeeded. A large bucket of piss and shit swings out from the doorway and spills in the hallway, but all of you dodge
Who gave her a bucket?
it. To
Oh,
shit
that
in.
was clever. A bucket with which to shit.
Oh my god.
She's like, I spent hours filling that up. God damn it.
Have some more food. We can start again.
You see her kind of make. She stands up and places like a kind of cross symbol over her forehead, and it's like, well, hurry up and get it out of the way.
What did she
Wait,
say?
is she
I'm
trying
sorry.
to take a shit?
No, she's gesturing for you to shoot her in the head. Hurry up and get it out of the way.
No.
Would you like some peyote first?
She is taken aback by your suggestion, and you almost see her kind of process that information like she's going.
He's
through the
actively holding out just a hand. I don't know what I don't know anything about peyote.
It
I don't
is
know
an
what form
intense.
it comes in.
It's you smoke it. It is an intense hallucinogen, and you smoke it.
Yeah, I know it's a hallucinogen. I know you smoke it. I'm just imagining. Oh, this is what it comes from? Okay, yeah, he just holds out one of these funky little cacti.
Yeah, it comes from a cactus. She
Yeah.
looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and goes, "No."
I mean, it'll make the. And he does a shooting someone in the head motion. It'll, make it hurt a little less, probably.
By what, a fraction of a second? Hurry up and get it out of the way. Just don't.
Hey,
No one
I'm sorry.
will be
My
shooting
thing
anyone.
blitzed. I talked in the middle
Today.
of people.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I
Go ahead,
don't
Ken.
mean to keep talking, but something. Hang on. I'm gonna leave the call and come right back.
All right, Kian. You were saying?
No one is shooting anyone yet.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
right. That'll waste the blood.
So, out of character, what is it we should ask this woman?
Well, she was the one that was making the red eye. That's basically the only thing you really know about her.
Very true.
She is also the only surviving member of that entire hunter base because you literally blew it up. So,
Yep.
she's the only one that would know anything.
Okay. Irene is gonna come out of her stupor about the loss of culture and art and everything in New York. And is there any indication maybe that this scientist lady is a lesbian by any chance?
Oh my fucking god! Like, actually, you know what? I will give you one. I will give you one hint. Roll awareness.
She's got a
I'm
carabiner on. She's got a
She's got a
CD of Tegan
Bunsen
and
burner
Sarah in her
hanging from a
pocket.
carabiner.
I don't know of anything else about lesbians.
Just look it up online. You'll find maybe one or two
Wait,
posts.
a
Okay.
She
Subaru-
looks exactly like Brandy Carlisle.
Oh no.
She
I'm
is.
looking it up.
She has a carabiner attached to the belt loop of her pants, and there is a single object on it, and it is a key to a Subaru. So yes.
Perfect. Okay. Can I don't know how it works exactly, but can I use awe? I have that as one of my features, or is that just already there? That's like already working.
Let me look it off. Let's see here.
Huh.
Anyone in the presence of my friends is to draw on them. Dice pools. Oh, you have to do a manipulation versus presence versus composure versus intelligence. So make a manipulation presence roll, and I have to make
Okay.
a composure intelligence roll.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she is extremely good at these.
Well, okay, wait. It was a manipulation presence. Okay. And oop.
Sort of God, if you
Wait.
pass this, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
How do I do it with I'm sorry, with oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. 1 second. Is this plus an attribute as well?
No, it's just a composure It is. God damn, I gotta read it again. Making me read. This is a war
Sorry.
crime. It is a manipulation presence check. You don't add anything to it. Actually, technically you do. Wait, is this a social check? Hold on a second. No, go ahead. You roll manipulation and presence.
Okay.
It's not technically a skill check, so. Ooh! She looks at you and goes, I'm happily married, miss.
Was your partner working at the lab? Because you might be widowed.
I'm well aware. Now, are you going to shoot me in the head, or are we going to keep wasting each other's time?
No.
Oh no, you first.
We just want to know why you are doing this.
Because you're abominations, and you deserve
No, that's
death.
not an answer.
She's got a point.
That's not an answer. We are abominations, yes. But, pardon me.
Irene is going to ask her if she's aware of the loss of all history and culture and sciences that's occurred. She wants to know if she's aware of the loss in New York.
What are you talking about?
It's all gone.
You know,
All
you
of
could
it.
just you could just show her the fucking newspaper.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
I gave her my
Uh,
paper and
yeah.
I tucked it under my arm.
You
Before
I
slice
was
you
gonna
do
give it
that,
to her anyway, but
yeah. Kermit has been whoever handed Kermit the paper. He's been like, ripping strips off the edges to like make rolling papers. But he hands her what's left of the.
Is
He
someone
kept
gonna
the
give her?
headline intact.
Is someone gonna give her an intact newspaper because he delivered multiple copies?
well, what I was trying to say was,
Irene. Oh, sorry.
before it's okay.
Irish people first. Kian, go.
Sorry.
Oh, he's gonna loudly tell her over everything. You blew up, did you not? That is the terrorism we are here to prevent.
Wait, what do you mean you?
We have every reason to think that was your people.
Why would I kill millions of my own people? Why?
I don't know why you would terrorize them either. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, SJ. I don't mean to talk over
It's
you.
okay. Okay.
I think I just was going to ask, do you know anyone who would?
She still hasn't read the newspaper, so she doesn't believe you about the destruction of New York. Have we handed her a full copy yet?
I gave her my newspaper. My newspaper.
Well, you said okay, so she's gonna look it over and everything, and kind of be aghast for a brief moment. You're gonna see her kind of run her fingers over the pages and the ink and everything to see if it's too fresh. She's gonna thumb through the pages and scrutinize it, and then she's gonna kind of have it idly drop on the ground. She is in intense shock. Now you may ask your questions.
I offer her peyote again.
This
Do you
time,
want some now?
she places a single hand up in a gesture like, hold that. I can't believe it. Why would anyone do this?
We intended to ask you.
She slumps to the back corner of the wall and just slides to the floor, dejected hands in hand.
Niklaus will he'll take a couple steps into the room.
She spits at you.
He stops.
There was a Ian. There's like it was like a chemical like warfare attack, right? With that happened in New York. Is that right?
You have
We don't
no
know
idea.
yet.
You just know.
Yeah, we have
you
yet to.
Because there's like a green. You said there was like a green haze over the.
Somebody farted real hard.
Too many Boston baked beans, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
All
somebody
right.
Those,
tried to eat the bean.
All right. Well,
yeah,
let's
that's
get it.
Puma parts right there.
Let's get it back into character, shall we? Carry on interrogating the
Back up
scientist.
your ass. Excuse me. Gosh. Nicholas will kind of like, he's already little, but he'll kind of like kind of tilt to the side like he's looking at her. I know it's a lot to take in. All of this is for you, I'm sure.
She.
We have the benefit of knowing about the world when we are turned. We live to see countless endeavors, lives, advancements, steps forward, then back. We live to see them all happen. And even though we have no choice in seeing it, we never really get used to it. So I can't imagine how tough this is for you.
You see her
You
arms.
found out. Sorry.
You see her arms and legs begin to quiver, and she stands up with a uproarious aplomb, grabs a newspaper, and charges within a few feet of a lot of you, holding it up, and goes, "And why would you corpses care about this? Is it just because of the wasted blood? Or is it because maybe your bank accounts got blown up down on Wall Street? Why do you care? I've never seen
Because
any of your ilk ever give a damn about anything except for your own undead hides." She spits again at the feet of the two of you.
I could say the same about snotty Englishmen. But let's not make generalizations, shall we?
we care. I care because they're people. They
Delicious
were
people.
people.
You're only putting on airs. I've seen your
No.
kind put on those foils, slink into the dark corners of the night, and eat and feed and sow misery like seamstresses of doom.
How much do you know about us?
A
Truly.
lot.
Do you know about the clans?
All of them. I know
All
your
of them.
Ventru, your Gangrel, your Salubri. I know of them.
She's been studying this
Niklas.
kid for a while, clearly.
Niklas will take one more step forward to her, and he'll reach up and he'll take his hat off. And in the center of his forehead is a third eye.
Oh shit.
Look at that.
People say I look weird.
You
They
would
do not.
expose yourself to your ravenous kin. They'd eat you for this, and are likely thinking about it right now.
I know. If it takes this to make you understand that I am sorry, and I want to help you.
Make a persuasion check with a 4 die advantage.
If you would please.
Oh yeah, I have to do that for
Done.
you. Persuasion plus, let's go with wits, and it doesn't let me add the 4 die advantage, which is obnoxious. Oh, here we go. No hunger die. I'm going to give you an extra 2. The difficulty will be 4, because she is an annoying person. And you got a 1 somehow. Do you want to rouse and reroll? You can do that for free.
Please.
Okay.
I want her to realize, hey, look, I'm one of the cool ones. Please be nice.
You're like the guy at the. Okay.
Putting my everything on the line here, baby. I just want to figure out why you're doing this.
Oh,
If you knew.
you got exactly a 4.
Whew.
She relaxes for a brief moment. You see her muscles untense. And she says, I'll listen, but only briefly. Ask your questions.
Yeah. He'll put his wee hat back on. How did you discover you could make this drug?
I simply learned from some Tremere texts about blood alchemy, and I figured out a way to allow the sense of the blood to be steeped. Unfortunately, it required us to have a vampiric base, so we captured this obnoxious carney and took her blood in order to make it. You can give it to any mortal, and they'll be able to see things for what they are. It awakens them from an almost eternal slumber.
Things are so bad for you that, despite the relative peace, your organization decided to do this, knowing the carnage it would produce, not considering us, but the fact that it would sow doubt among yourselves in every regard. You saw the risk was worth it?
There are times when fire must ravage through the forest, so that the seeds of the trees may create a new forest. I'm amenable to burning things down. Have you seen the world as it is right now? Do you think
Yes.
that's preferable? Something drastic needs to be done.
Like New York?
Never. My cadre would never do anything like that. Even
But
myself and my kind are considered radical amongst the hunters. And even then, we only did something that would expose and give people truth. We are not actively scouring the land with poisons.
you understand. That is what it leads to. Destruction to the highest degree.
If your kind
If
was
you
wiped
introduce...
from the earth, I don't think that that would necessarily be a bad thing. Do you?
No, I don't either. But I think it would cause too much death to get there. That is
Yeah,
why
I'd rather be.
I work
Sorry.
to hold this masquerade up. If only to keep the innocent alive.
Do you
There
believe
is
in the
peace in
vernacular?
ignorance.
Do you believe in the vernacular?
What's the vernacular?
She's making a biblical reference, kind of.
Oh,
She's
I know
basically
I was
saying,
raised Catholic, but girl.
do you think that the
Yeah, can I
Catholic...
roll a Catholic check?
Yeah, you can roll a Catholic
Catholic
judge.
check.
Do you believe that the Catholic Church was right to restrict the production of the Bible only in Latin so that only a privileged elite would have access to apparent holy knowledge? Or do you think that
Right to
perhaps...
restrict what?
I was
Fuck.
there. It was stupid then.
She actually canonically gets the
What
first
did the
check off.
Catholic Church do? You cut out.
Only produced the Bible in Latin so that only a privileged class could actually read it, and then the poor had to rely on the interpretation of people who probably didn't have their best interests in mind.
Or do you
That kind of
think that
thing.
people should be
Gotcha.
allowed to see for themselves? Because right now, you have a privileged aristocracy that feeds upon an unknowing public. She glares at the lot of you. And I can say quite firmly that the lot of you were quite quarrelsome and despicable, and that the powers granted to you should belong to no one. You have to be cleansed. You must be destroyed.
I understand.
Is there any indication that this woman is Protestant?
Dude, she's got a carabiner on. She's obviously a Baptist.
She's an Anna. Worse, she's an Anabaptist.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Shape singing. Ah!
every
Shape
Catholic
note singing. Help me.
every Catholic vampire within 30 meters takes aggravated silver damage. Actually, let me roll her true faith check because it would be funny if she actually had true faith. She does not. All right, so carry on. Well, carry on. I'm vaguely amenable to discussion. Vaguely.
Yeah, well,
We just don't want the same thing to happen to Chicago that happened to New York.
She
we don't
stands
want it to happen anywhere else. We don't know why it happened yet.
she stands up a little bit firmer and goes, "In that we're agreed, and I suppose if such information allowed you to protect the city, I would be amenable to disposing of it. But I don't know what happened in New York. And seeing from what I can glance off of this article, I don't think anyone knows."
What about the people you work for?
Well, I'll give her a look like, they're probably not there anymore.
I believe you killed everyone. We were a splinter faction. My cadre split from the main branch and were but a simple bow hanging over the lake. And you drenched us into the waters, and they all drowned, except for me.
And the main branch?
Why would I tell you where they are?
I thought we went
Yeah.
over that. We're trying to help.
Are you?
Uh,
You did slaughter everyone I know and love. Why would telling you where the main branch is assist you in preventing a tragedy? My brothers in arms are holy comrades. Why would I ever tell you?
Look,
we
we're
don't
the
want
ones
to
trying to
know.
help here. Go ahead.
No, he'll like look to her and he's like, well, she's better at words, and he'll kind of back off.
I just we're the ones trying to help. We've gone over this. We don't want anything to happen to Chicago. The more you tell us, the more information we have, the better we can help. So please.
Well, seeing as how you already found my compatriots and their little abode and slayed all of them, I'm not inclined to tell you where the main branch is. You can figure that out on your own, you fucking corpse. Why don't you ask me something I'm actually amenable to help you with?
Could you listen? That's a perfectly reasonable stipulation. Um, is there instead a person we could get in contact with? Somebody who has ties to your organization, but perhaps they're at an isolated post or
We're
something
a
of the sort.
we're a
Somebody
dec-
who would speak with us.
we're a decentralized, non-hierarchical organization dedicated to the extermination of all supernatural creatures. The answer would be no. I have nothing for you, and even if I did, wouldn't necessarily tell you. I will only supply information that I have of my own accord.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you split off from the other branch?
They thought our methods were a bit too radical, so they
Yeah.
excommunicated us.
Yeah. Good call.
And so we made our way to where we were. Anything
So
else?
you made your way here?
Oh, y'all
Yes.
first, y'all.
So that means they aren't based in Chicago.
She smiles and goes, "Yes."
They weren't, and he actually looks a little worried. He's like, they weren't in New York, were they?
Why would I tell you that? She smiles again.
Okay, they weren't in New York. It would have hit you harder. And he'll like go back to like rubbing his chin and trying to think this through.
Out of character, real quick, were we able to, among her personal effects, find anything useful about her, like, her full name or something like that? Since Niklaus is owning this situation and it's awesome, Kian wants to, like, on the sly kind of mentally catalog what else they can do. Like, they can threaten to turn her, but we're not going to do that. He's going to try to think through any information we do have on her to try to suss out who her spouse is and where they might
So,
be.
when you kidnapped her, you just took her from the room. You didn't try to take any other personal effects or
Yeah.
anything. So,
We did take a lot of books and stuff, though. But I think didn't we give those over to the?
yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did
And
not.
I still have a sample of water, but
Yeah, true.
you know.
You didn't take her purse or her backpack or her personal effects with you. So the only thing that's on her is stuff that's on her person, and the only thing she had on her was like a switchblade, her wallet with some money in it and no identification, and a small locket, and that's about it.
Oh, I feel bad now. We need to
What's
get her
in
like
the
some
locket?
Sudoku.
Yeah, you know what? We'll add that to the to do list after we're done talking to her. For now, we'll get her entertainment. We're gonna Stockholm this shit. But anyway, please continue.
What's in the locket?
What do you think's in
Uh,
the fucking locket?
that's
Like,
Irene. That's not our business.
do you have the locket in your hand and you're like dangling it in front of her? Like, what are you doing here?
Bean.
No, I want to know if we recognize if her spouse is in it, and if we recognize that whether or not they were killed with everybody else that we killed. But I guess you
Why?
wouldn't
So
know.
we can be like, haha.
You
Oh,
dis- you
shit.
you discreetly open the locket and yeah, you killed her wife.
Okay.
Damn.
Actually, you are the one that drained her dry. You recognize the body.
Oh. Oh no. Roops. Oh, Scoob.
Was I able to determine because I do have another feature. Hold on, that lets me have insight into things that I touch. Was I able to determine if she has any children?
She has two adopted kids, but she gave them up when she splintered with the main faction.
Oh my god.
Oh no no.
She's a
This is
radical.
terrible.
She's a terrorist.
Oh, this is a shame. Poor terrorist.
She gave up her children.
She's a girl boss.
Because
I don't know.
yeah, she's girl boss too close to the sun. Ugh,
Well, are we going
Gaslight,
to
gatekeep.
keep girl boss?
girl boss.
Well, are we going to shoot me in the head, or are you going to keep asking me inane questions, or are we going to get down to brass tacks? Because I'd love to help you, but you're going to have to give me something to work with here.
What
I
would
don't
you
think we
like?
should kill her. I think if anything,
Besides
we should.
killing you.
I think we
That
should leave
is.
her. Maybe she'll be open to conversation if she's starving.
We're not
No.
doing that. We're not
She,
doing that.
Yeah.
she looks at you and goes, "Then I'll just die, idiot."
Yeah, like they don't do the torpor we do. They just die. When's the last time you talked to a person?
It's been a minute.
Well,
She
it's
takes
been
out.
maybe a few days for me, so
She takes out her Sears brand diary, which dates her immediately, and goes, "Oh wow,
oh
it's
my
been a
god.
while." Like,
Not the Sears
no,
brand.
even
Damn,
worse,
man.
it's from Kmart.
Oh,
No, it wouldn't be.
Because Sears only went bankrupt like 3 years ago. So
I haven't been in a Sears since I was like before braces.
okay,
And that was a while ago.
So anyway, you got 15 minutes until something happens. So what do we want to do, people?
Until what happens, Ian? The lasagna's gonna be done?
Yeah, something will happen in 15 minutes. What do we want to do?
Oh, fuck. Will you excuse us a second? Ooh, wait. I was gonna suggest we all kind of like football huddle outside the door, but no. Thinking of like harm watches at hospitals. Maybe that's not the best idea. Hmm. Well, I'm at a loss, babes.
There's no reason not to give this lady a little more time alone. Close the door.
I mean, we could shoot her in the foot.
No.
Not let her bleed out completely, but a little blood loss might make her more pliable.
I'm a doctor. I do not cause harm.
Jeez.
I didn't say you had to do it.
I'm not going to let it happen.
Let me be perfectly clear. Our objective here is far bigger than any one person, kindred or kin, or anything in between.
You picked
Should
the wrong
anyone
kind of girl, conscience.
should anyone harm this lady, he's going to look like very pointedly, like he's going to try to convey that he doesn't mean this forever. He means this as long as she has information they need, but he is sure as hell not going to say that out loud. Did anyone harm this lady, they shall be expelled from the investigation. Is that understood?
Do you have that power?
I do now.
Because I think she's a liability right now. She knows how to make the red eye. I don't see how we can let her live. Period.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I think we could leave her for a little while, come back, maybe. But that's if she doesn't swallow her own tongue while we're gone.
True.
She
Maybe
nods
we.
along at that suggestion. Carry on.
She what?
She nods along at the whole swallowing her own tongue thing. She's like, "Oh, that's pretty smart."
Oh, I thought we were out doing a huddle on our own.
Yeah, I thought we were out of earshot.
Okay, fine. You're
I
out of
was
earshot.
trying to get us to do a huddle. Are we in one already?
You're in a huddle.
Thank you.
Okay, well, in that case, if she cannot hear us, then that is not what I would have said. So she cannot hear us? Is that
Yes, she cannot hear you.
okay? Well then, like, scratch all of that. He's gonna say, we still need more information from her. Do you have any suggestions, Niklaus?
I think Mag stepped away for a moment, so you're probably gonna have to ask somebody else's opinion on this.
Gotcha. Well, okay, either way, scratch the whole fake threatening you guys thing, or threatening against harm thing, and go, he still has information we need. Do we have any other ideas?
Have you tried dangling her out a window yet?
I don't
Sometimes the
think she's afraid to
fear,
die. She's not
Well, she
afraid to
kept.
die.
I will say this: she kept telling us to shoot her in the head. That's a quick death.
True.
Some people who hunger for quick deaths are scared of slow death.
Okay, that's true.
Indeed.
What if we threaten to turn her into what she hates most?
Yes.
I suspect we should try other tactics first, because that's the only thing I can think of that might. That's the biggest gun we have, so to speak. But if it's the only one we have, then yes, we will have to pull it out immediately.
I hate to say it, but can we see if maybe there's anything she wants before we kill her? We could just be forward about it. Maybe there's something she wants.
Ah.
That's a good idea.
Shall we try it?
Yes.
Okay.
I concur.
All right.
I do think that a good cop, bad cop bit of strategy might be a good idea, but with multiple approaches. Niklaus, obviously, got her to speak with his way. Perhaps, Irene, if you could go alone, or apparently alone, at least for the doing the talking part, and offer her, see what she needs.
All right. Irene agrees to that. And she's gonna go ahead and step back to the scientist, back into that room. I'm not sure where we were huddled, but away from the huddle. And check and see what's the scientist's current demeanor.
She spits at you.
And Irene's gonna try to dodge that. But okay. There we both know how this will end, but is there anything we can do to give you some sort of peace before you go? Can we offer anything to you that you might want? We're trying to be peaceful here. We're not entirely monsters. We do need more information from you, but is there anything that you're willing to accept from us in exchange?
Well, you could let me go free. I might be a bit more amenable if I was guaranteed safety.
It's on the table, but we need information.
Well, maybe you should start asking smart questions instead of wasting my time.
I think we already asked you a really important question. What do you know about the branch that you left? We need to speak to them.
I'm not telling you anything about them. I think you can figure that out on your own.
All right, I might need some backup, guys. I'm sorry.
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
All right. Okay. Kermit will step in and I'm not much of a talker, but I might have
Alright, I'm sorry about that, everybody. I had to step
some
away for a couple
idea.
minutes. What happened?
We're there. Kermit is about to throw the lady out the window. I imagine with a noose or something.
What?
Wait, what?
No, not gonna throw her out the window. Can I guess this, I don't know how well this will go because I don't have any points in it. Could I guess, insight check to try to get a sense of it? She's clearly full of piss and vinegar, but is she, like, maybe hiding that she's scared shitless?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Okay, insight, attribute, I guess composure to see if she's composed.
Yeah.
Or not. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what you got here. A 2.
2 successes.
What all?
Something is off about her. She seems to be goading you, but you don't know why.
Oh, she's totally gonna, like, blow up if we kill her. Something's gonna happen to us if we kill her.
Maybe the doctor should examine her.
The way you said that made you sound like such a freak.
I'm glad I'm
I
not
am
the
a-
only one who heard that.
Is there any? I don't know if this is a thing in Vampire the Masquerade, but is anyone here able to, like, read minds or?
Some people can do that if
I don't know.
if they spec for that.
What
And
did I
that's why-
step into again?
I don't think I have that.
And I want to throw out there, FYI, one of my flaws is creepy.
Amazing.
You know,
All right.
putting that on the table.
Maybe
Putting
the
that on
doctor
Use
could
that.
look at her.
Bam.
All right. I will be right back. But after that, I have an idea.
Can we do a little break, all of us?
We will take a $5 because apparently you people.
Yeah,
And
I need to get filled in on what was said while I.
Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and assorted other. We are now wrangling with a Subaru owner, the most dangerous creature known to exist. What do we like to do, gang?
So I
Well,
oh, you first.
I'm still like standing in the doorway, nurse style, making sure that she doesn't hurt herself while everybody talks.
During this time period, Kermit is slowly preparing what they call a wrangling rope.
We tried the good cop. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm so sorry, you guys. My doorbell just rang, so I have to just step away. I'm sorry.
Oh
One
my
second.
fucking god. Okay, we're gonna
So,
take a break.
I'm so
90
sorry.
seconds.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
the recording is back on.
You worry about Ian being okay next time, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
what
okay.
about me and my narrative momentum, Phoenix?
Mhm.
I can't believe a millennial answered a door. Anyway, the
You're,
recording's back on. So,
you guys have
what
good
are we
point.
doing, gang?
Talking about you.
No,
Did
okay.
you see his mustache?
I don't recognize that voice because it's not in character.
You don't know what I got going on. Maybe that's the voice I have when I got my eye out. Anyway,
Please.
Yeah.
Wait, it's all New Jersey?
always has been.
All right, go on,
Um,
Niklas.
I think mind
Niklas,
reading was brought up.
Who's
None of
what?
us have mind reading ability,
Oh,
as we know.
So I can force her to follow simple commands, but all of
what?
my skill is in forgetting rather than remembering.
I can't remember what mine is. I think it's something ooky.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Hey, Ian. Yeah, what the hell is mine? It's like,
You have
I don't know, like,
Dominate 1, Fortitude 2, and Oblivion 1, but you never picked your perks, which now makes me angry. So,
oh, right.
why don't you go do that real quick, buddy?
Okay. I don't know if that's gonna happen in this game. Not that I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna
Hold
have
on
to
a
scroll.
second. So, what do you want to do, Kian? You want to do Dominate? You haven't picked your perks either. Ooh, heads are gonna roll.
Wait, what are you talking about? Or who are you talking to? I can barely hear you now. Let me
Kian,
my
Kian,
volume is.
Kian. You have
Got it.
Dominate 3, Fortitude 2, Protean 1. What do you want to do to the scientist?
Well, I'm looking, and
Okay, now you're breaking up. God, I fucking hate everything.
it looks like the closest thing I have is Submerge Directive, but that is I can make someone do something and forget, not can make someone. It's simple information. It's only simple, like, oh my god, what's the word? I can't make them say, hey, tell me what you know about this thing, because if I said that, they would just echo the words, this thing. Like, it's empty.
You can get really clever with this.
Okay.
Because you can use Mesmerize. It basically double taps Mesmerize. You know what it is? It's basically Mesmerize Plus. Because it says you can do post Mesmerize actions. So you can you could tell her to, like, forget that she remembers how to make the drug. You could technically do that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then you could technically let her go.
Really, I thought we needed more information
Okay,
about
you're
You're
like
breaking
really
up.
far away and you're breaking
that,
up again.
so I don't remember what we could ask her, but what?
Okay, okay, you're gonna have to say that again because it came in really echoey and far away.
Okay.
There we go. Now you're clear. Go on.
We're going. I'll do that when we. I'll do that at some point, regardless. What I'm trying to think of is she probably has information that would help us with our mission, but I am too foggy brained to think of what question we're supposed to be asking her.
What we were gonna try and bargain with her. That was something that we were gonna try and do, potentially.
Yeah, that too.
So I can't. I am also foggy brained, and I'm not sure if she answered my question when I asked if there was anything she'd want. She's well, no, she did say she wants us to let her go, but and I said it's on the table, but I was kind of lying to be honest because I don't want her to live, personally. But I do think we should try to offer her something if there's anything we can offer her.
I don't think she has anything. As in, like, I mean, her wife's dead. She gave her kids up. The thing that
Yeah.
she was working
Does she-
on literally
does she
got
still
blown to shit.
care about those kids though? Because we're gonna find this other branch, probably.
Do we know about the children, or was that just Ian making us feel bad? Ian?
I don't remember.
I think
That was me
Irene
making you
might
feel bad. You do not
Yeah,
know.
that was So we don't know about the children. Um.
Alright, I'm gonna try to switch audio devices real quick.
I Boy, I feel bad that I'm also foggy brain. Um.
Kermit,
Man.
I think it's time for the backup to appear. I couldn't help you working on some knots over there.
I think we
Yeah.
might be able to work something out here.
Uh.
Unique, maybe she might be a little bit more amenable if she's vertical, without her feet on the ground.
Wait. No. That'll upset her. Deeply.
What'd you say?
They're talking about hog tying her. I mean, like hanging her up, like they're gonna clean her like a deer.
Right.
I don't think that's a good idea. She's already very fussy. Kermit. Kermit, you're still making the rope.
I wasn't told to stop.
Please stop.
All right. He starts whittling.
All right. Excuse,
But
Miss.
then I'll look to Alfabe. Look, I'm just gonna voice my displeasure with this, but y'all can go on and do it. I mean, fuck, that's the joy of roleplay. Sometimes shit happens you don't like.
Okay, Miss. I don't want to kill you. If only because that you asked us to do it. What I could do, though, is I could do the opposite and make you live forever as one of us, under our control, with full knowledge of everything. You will give up the names of your loved ones. You will watch them suffer. You will make them suffer. We don't want that. We just want the information that you have.
Roll persuasion with a +4 dice modifier.
Fuck yeah.
Now someone is cooking with fire. And that's Alfabe Saint Martin. Love how he looks like some middle manager.
Do it. Okay, so how do I add 4 dice? Just do more vampire dice?
Yeah, just add extra 4 to that. Perfect. She gives it a long sigh, looks at you and says, all right. Well, what do you need to know? Dejected.
We we need to know what the big plans were. We need to know about what the other group was doing. We need the puzzle pieces so we can solve this.
The main group does your usual cleanup stuff. They keep an ear to the ground and they take care of anyone that steps out of line. They've been tracking this weird murderer guru who's been cutting people up from San Francisco to Portland to Cleveland. I think his name was Footpad or something. Maybe keep an eye on that guy. It seems mainly all they do is dedicate themselves to clamping down your cadre that step outside of polite society, whether tribe or Camarilla. As far as where they are, I could be honest with you, I don't know. Because when we left the main contingency, whenever something splinters off like that, it's protocol to move shop.
I forgot what happened with Footpad. We let him go?
Footpad was the euphemism that the demon used when he was
Oh,
trying
Yeah.
okay.
to trick you into thinking that he was, in fact, a guru.
Okay.
Which was
So he must have
evidently.
heard the name, yeah.
Yeah, so he clearly picked that up because he heard them talking about it. That's where he got it from. You can intuit that instinctually.
What do you know about Footpad?
I don't know. All I know is that the guy cuts people up, kills a lot of my kind, mortals, and hunters, and he always leaves these weird little ritual circles behind. All I know is that the hunters that were tracking him down asked me to get an Akkadian dictionary, and I got it for him, but it's left back at base, and I can only imagine a lot of you probably fucked that up. It's gone now, isn't it?
Hey, what kind of dictionary, asshole?
Akkadian.
You motherfucker. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
did we take that?
You did not,
Or we
because it
we
was
did not?
inside her bag and it got blown up. Is there anything else? Only going to be amenable for a few brief moments.
I'm not sure. Not sure what and you know not she clearly knew nothing about New York.
She shakes her head. Bupkis. She's also Jewish.
Of course. What else were you working on besides the red eye?
Just that. My specialty is the blood arts. There are others like me back at Maine that practice a whole line of specialties that would boggle your mind. But I don't know where they went.
But why were you working on the? But why were you working on the red eye?
To break the
What did you
masquerade
possibly?
and drive the entirety of mortal kind to bear down upon your people in one fell blow and kill you forever. That's why.
Thank you for being honest.
I was
So
lancing
you
a
were a
boil.
proponent of war. Wait, what'd you say?
I was lancing a boil so that the flesh can be restored to wholeness.
I guess we should we just go down the line of the different investigations that we could do and just see if she knows about anything?
You could ask her about the 8 computer things that you found. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. We saw a series of photographs of murder scenes. Why were you keeping those?
Something about them didn't make sense. All of the victims had their blood drained from them, but not in a way that a kindred would. It was exotic. I think there's a connection between all the victims, but we don't know what yet.
And when you say exotic, what do you mean?
How many things drain a victim dry of every drop of blood and aren't a vampire?
That's fair.
We have no idea what did it, or why. There was a puncture wound on them. Not those 2 little divots of vampiric fangs. Nothing. It was like the blood was called out of them, like some kind of song. It's, it still haunts me. I remember those photos.
What about the power projections of the being?
Some
Why
of
were you
my
guys
some of
asking
my
that?
brood have been intrigued about the XX security and everything over at the Bean and thought we might scrutinize what they're up to. And the power that that thing requires doesn't match up with the output from the geothermal, solar, and wind arrays. They're offshore. It takes more than it gets. Doesn't make sense.
Something else is being powered,
It has to be.
but you have no idea what.
No clue. We can't get into the Bean. It's sealed up tighter. I think the phrase one of my compatriots used was sealed up tighter than a nun's cunt. It's hard to get in there.
Ew.
Yeah, that's nice. Anyone else think any of the other things she might know about?
I want to antagonize her a little bit, but like
Do
after we're done getting real information from her, because I just want to be a dick.
it. Yes. Do it. I can't think of anything else.
This is
What about
anti-Semitic, by the way.
the Indiana Dunes movement? Why are you guys looking at that?
The Guru like to settle themselves into particular cairns, and we like to keep our eye on those cairns and track their movement. Wherever Guru go is usually some place of importance. We've also noted that they like to move north.
Uh, does anyone besides does anyone besides you know how to make red eye, or would they be close to discovering it?
She smiles and says, "No."
Can I roll insight or
The
perception?
first insight check in like 2 hours. Yes.
Thank you. Would you do it for me?
Yes, I suppose I
You
could.
roll it for me.
My German compatriot. Uh,
She smiles and says no to a very important thing. I don't know.
you got a 1. She is perfectly legitimate.
Okay.
Was that a success or
I doubt it.
I doubt.
okay?
Press X
I
for
would
doubt.
also. Yeah, I'm gonna try that as well. In a second.
You're more than welcome to. That was always allowed.
Yeah, I just forgot.
I'm shocked that that was the first insight check the entire time you've been talking to this fucking political prisoner. Like,
I'm shocked that I'm the one that did it. I'm
Well,
a dummy. Come on.
yeah, give me a second. I'm sorry.
You good?
take your time. We get paid by by the by the pint.
Nice.
Well, I was
Yeah.
mostly apologizing for not thinking to roll insight any earlier.
It's okay.
I was reviewing the footage for the demon, and it took you people like 20 minutes to go, "Hey, wait a minute." like,
I will not be apologizing.
yeah, actually, the
Oh,
only
yeah.
person who was smart was Irene, who went, "Hey, should we really be trusting this thing in this box sealed with Hebrew sigils? I mean, the Jewish people are usually pretty spot on with evil, so maybe they're onto something here." And then Kian literally just said, "We have guns," and then Irene was like, "Yeah, okay." like,
I cave easily.
Okay, well, let me.
you don't have insight, so you can do insight plus intelligence, composure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
Insight plus composure.
watch, it's gonna be like a 3 or something. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be a fucking 3. I'm fucking calling it.
4.
It's a 2.
Damn.
Fuck.
We both have to give our lunch up.
Considering her matter of fact approach to all of the previous questions, you have nothing to base suspicion on. She seems on the up and up.
All right. He is gonna nod back to everybody else, basically like, anyone else has questions, now's the time. Please keep going.
What else was there? Let me just. Did we ask about the dredging the river thing?
Ask anything
What
you want.
dredging the river thing?
Yeah, we should just go down the line, I guess. What do you know about the construction project to dredge the river?
Oh, I like to keep myself out of those uh, grotesquely masculine things, but as far as I can remember, they got a new bid. They beat out somebody who's won the contract for the past 15 years. They have a new bidder in. It's rather unusual. I heard they're from, oh God, some stupid place. Shreveport or something?
Hmm.
I don't know where that is.
You've activated the Magnus.
Wait, there's Cajuns in this campaign now? Oh my God. It's getting out of hand.
Uh-oh.
Like, first we had Quebecois, now we have Cajuns. What next?
What about the sticky note
What
that said
next? Texas
observation?
Germans? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask about the sticky note that said observation at the highest heights.
Sticky note. I don't know what those fucking nerds put on their fucking goddamn computers. I have no clue.
I guess I will do an insight check and see how I feel about that.
You're the only one that's good at this, so you should be the one scrutinizing every single thing everyone ever says. Considering her brisk approach and clarity of answer, she's being legitimate. She has no fucking clue what those nerds are talking about.
Okay. And the red eye had nothing to do with the virology conference.
She raises an eyebrow. We usually defend it, but seeing as how you wiped out the entire building, there might be some lapses in defense. I suggest you might want to fortify that. Traditionally, it's something that people like to attack. I mean, in New York City 10 years ago, they almost wiped out the entire conference.
Interesting. And what about the Museum of History?
I don't know about that. I heard them talking about strange figures skulking in there, but they could never find evidence of anyone breaking in. I think it's just puffery.
Okay. And finally, the last thing we haven't asked about, there were some paw prints found north of Chicago leading to a defunct naval base. Anything you know about that?
Oh, we think that's a cairn. We think that the glasswalkers in the city like to convene up there. I think they were planning some kind of hit. Try to wipe out the entire tribe in one fell swoop during one of their celebrations, but I don't think anything came of it. Is it all? Are you going to shoot me in the head now?
Is that all, everyone?
I think that's all the question. That was all the things that we got from them. All the
Yeah.
different angles.
I have one last question, ma'am.
Is this going to precede a bullet? Please get on with it.
Potentially. I wanted to know why specifically you're so excited for us to shoot you, as opposed to doing anything else or any other method of death. It's almost like you're volatile and wanted to blow us up.
I'm a practical woman, and if you shoot me in the head, I'll die quick. I don't want to see what amateur habits you've managed to cultivate over the past decades or centuries.
All right. Seems fair enough.
Alfade, you can tell that she's being earnest. She just doesn't want you dipshits to fuck up killing her.
All right. Well, now it's time for he to flex his ventrue-ness. He's going to look her straight in the eyes and use dominate.
Nani? Bakana? What ability are you using?
The forgetful mind. Well, actually, two. So first, we're just gonna mesmerize. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of whether or not this needs to be two separate uses or commands.
Alright, so you're using mesmerize and what else? Complex commands. Instructions must be carried out immediately. Okay, what's your secondary power? Submerged directive?
I do have that.
So let me see. Cost, no additional cost, duration passive. Cost 1 rouse check. So you have to rouse.
Okay. So do I rouse check before?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll rouse check before saying it because, yeah.
Remember, if you fail, you can do it twice.
All right.
Oh, actually, everyone make sure to set your hunger to 1, because you haven't killed anyone today. So your hunger is actually 1.
They ain't over yet.
I noticed that Alfabe already has her hunger set to 1. I noticed Niklaus has her hunger set to 1. Based. So, I will make note of that in the future.
So for my rouse check, it's just difficulty 1, right?
Yeah. Just click rouse. Okay, you can do it again. Because you're an Anselite. And I swear to God. Oh my God.
Fuck me.
Okay, you still pass, but set your hunger to 2.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and use your ability. What command are you going to issue?
You will forget everything you know or have ever heard about kindred, about blood alchemy, or anything related to monsters being real.
Alright. So you're using Mesmerize, but this would actually be a Submerged directive, but we're going to still do the contest. So it's going to be Manipulation versus Dominate versus Intelligence versus Resolve. So give me a Manipulation Dominate roll, and I'm going to roll her Intelligence Resolve. And you better pray that this works.
Yeah, I know. Fingers crossed.
Oh, she's actually really
I mean,
funny.
does she actually want to make this work? Because that sounds like that's going to make her catatonic.
Why would it make her catatonic?
A significant memory loss.
Jack, I need you to mute.
I mean,
Alright, so carry on, Kian. Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Yay! I'm assuming. Yay!
Actually, no, you did a triple though. Manipulate, resolve,
what?
dominate. You added too many things. You have to do manipulation and dominate. So re-roll it with manipulation and dominate. I swear to God, you better get a 5. I swear to God, you better get a 5. Oh my God! You can rouse the blood again to take a hunger point to re-roll. Do you want to do that?
Yup.
All right. You can rouse again. No, you can rouse again every single time. You always double rouse because you're Ansel.
Oh right, double rouse because.
All right, go ahead.
Finally.
Yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about. All right, roll that fucking shit again. I swear to God, you better get a 5. And you know what? I will give you a. Okay, I want you to re-roll that again, but I want you to do it with a +2 dice modifier because your command was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Also, I want this scene to end so we can get to the next one.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my
for fuck's sake!
God. Wait, you shouldn't. Okay, actually, you get a bestial failure. That increases your hunger again, so add another hunger point.
All right.
Your
at
command,
this point.
What's up?
No. Go ahead.
Your manipulate fails, but your hunger is now up to a. Oh my God, you're a 4! Holy shit! You're about to lose your mind. I got a double
Yeah,
check. You're dangerously close to succumbing to the beast, so you should be careful.
yeah. I was gonna ask out of character how pissed everyone would be if Kian, or if I flavored Kian getting so hungry as just
Do you drain her
gnawing
dry?
into her.
Out
Yeah,
of character, I would think it was the coolest shit ever. In character, Niklaus is going to be so disappointed and mad at you.
Okay, I'm just
In,
gonna
in
Okay.
be.
character and out of character, I would approve.
I'm gonna be
okay,
real. I'm gonna be real here. You just had multiple instances of stacking hunger. I think you might want to eat her, and that's up to
yeah,
you though.
okay.
If you eat
Eat
her,
Well,
her.
Do it, do it.
Eat
yeah,
her.
okay. So Kian is going to recognize how hungry he's getting, and with his last little bit of self control, launch himself directly onto her as neatly as he can, and then drain her dry.
you
Niklaus puts his hands up and goes, ah!
you siphon every ounce of blood out of that woman's body. She shrivels into a husk and collapses into the ground. And the last thing you hear, the last emotion of her waking existence, are her Subaru keychains hitting the
Just how she would want it.
ground. You can set your hunger to 0 because you actually killed someone with a drain. So congrats.
Yikes.
You are centered and in your zone right now. You get a +2 bonus to all of your checks for the next night.
Okay.
She withers onto the ground. What does Kian do after draining someone dry?
It was an accident. But, let's move on.
Where
Move
Go
would
along.
ahead.
where would we like to go next, gang? And why isn't Indiana Dunes? Because I know that Andy is rock hard for this.
Yeah, I know.
I do want to say, before we leave, Niklaus will, like, he's going to shoot Kian the dirtiest look and, like, go and cover her face. And, like, now that she's a husk, she's super easy to pick up, so he'll, like, put her up on the bed and cover her face with like, a pillowcase.
Wow. Nice.
Kian respects that. He'll do a. So he's got to be Christian, right, with his background. Is this like
Catholic.
a thing? Like, could he, like, I don't know, cross himself, but like, would that like show respect for the dead, or is that like, am I thinking of something else?
No, that's
Well, you're also you're like insanely Irish Catholic. So do we want our fellow Irish
No.
Catholic to tee in?
yeah.
Irish
Every
Catholics
time we pass the hospice place where my aunt died, we cross ourselves. So yeah, Cross will do it.
Okay, yeah. So Kian crosses himself.
bursts into flame. Now you're fine.
Out my finger.
There's
Out
no
my finger.
silver.
She
Actually,
was just that
Yeah.
spicy.
Kian
Just
actually
a
has true
gesture.
faith this entire time.
Oh my fucking.
Okay, so do we want to make our way to Indiana Dunes?
I think that's
Yeah,
probably
of
our
course.
best choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick fiver in order to urinate and refresh ourselves, and then when we return, we will be going to Indiana Dunes, and hopefully, we don't spend a million years torturing people.
Aw.
It was fun.
Yeah, we can't.
All right, gang, the recording is back up. We are ready to go to a mysterious land known as Indiana Dunes. No, not Indiana Jones. Please contain yourselves.
Wow.
So,
Ugh.
Indiana Dunes is actually quite large, and I've actually decided to be neurotic. And hold on a second, let me see if I can actually get this PDF to load. Indiana Dunes. Is this it? God damn it! Hold on a second. I had this fucking PDF prepped earlier, and I accidentally closed it because I'm a charlatan. Wait, actually, I think I saved it. Hold on a second. I think I can fix this. I can fix it. Never mind, I lied. So anyway, one of you... Oh, actually, I found it right here. So this is Indiana Dunes. The lot of you need to reconnoiter and engage in reconnaissance with Indiana Dunes. How would we like to do that? And I'm going to open this up for discussion as a lot of you are already in the Marengo heading your way towards Indiana Dunes. And it takes about 40-ish minutes from Chicago to get there. You're making breakneck speed right now.
I'm sorry, what is Indiana Dunes again? I apologize. Oh, is that what the PDF is for?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There's,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I believe it was Guru activity, right?
Yeah, you saw instances of Guru entering and leaving Indiana Jones precedingly over the past couple of weeks, and you figure that that is something you should investigate, because traditionally in Chicago, they actually meet in the north in some weird place a bit further up into Michigan that we're going to discuss at a later date. The Indiana Dunes one is a bit of an outlier. Now, open up the PDF, look it over, and see where you want to stop and how you want to investigate and what you all want to do.
Do we have any information outside of just Indiana Dunes?
That is it.
Wow.
Well, now what? I know you probably had more to say than I did. Go right ahead.
Which direction are we headed in from?
We're coming from the west.
South?
We're coming from the west.
Okay.
I wonder if we stopped at one of the visitor centers, if they'd have notes or something about any weird activity or something. And that might point us in the direction.
That sounds like a good plan. Or the zoo could be fun.
There is a zoo in Michigan City, that is true. There's also some towers that you can go to, and to Mount Baldy, which is a high point as well, that we could get the lay of the land. And there is a cemetery that's off of some trails. I will defer to the rest of the group.
We're trying to find guru activity, right?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
what we're really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe you're right about the visitor centers. I do think that might be a good idea. Because anywhere that we could get more information about where to look would be great.
Yeah, because it's huge.
Wasn't there, and I'm gonna look, but wasn't there like some photographs of some guru footprints in some things in some areas?
I thought that was north of the city by a naval base.
That is
Oh,
correct.
They're hanging out all over the outskirts of Chicago, which now just saying that makes me think, if you're gonna do something bad to Chicago, you don't want to be inside Chicago, just like you wouldn't want to actually be inside New York if you're gonna blow it up.
Ooh, that's a scary thought. Ugh. Good point.
But why they would do that, I don't know.
Maybe they don't even know. Crazy fuckers.
True. But then again, what was footpad is killing people and leaving some kind of symbols behind. So maybe it's some kind of ritual that is meant to sacrifice a lot of people to have something happen.
Whoa. Hey, DM? Remember when we first found that, when we first tracked down, we tracked down our first, like, dose of red eye? and we got to that area and we got out of the car and there were like symbols carved on the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the same thing, DM?
Those were
Was that Guru shit?
those were Guru Glasswalker sigils, indicating that the area that they were in belonged to the Glasswalkers, a Guru tribe that is native to Chicago.
Okay. Okay, so we just gotta. In that case, then we know that the symbols that he's leaving behind, maybe they could tie him to a clan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Possibly.
And we can ask about that at the visitor center too. Odd graffiti that they're seeing.
Very true. And while at the visitor center, I will take whatever free mints they might have on the desk.
Naturally.
There's definitely going to be a park ranger at that visitor center at 2 in the morning.
Please, God, let it be like the one in Cocaine Bear. Hey, you got a Dusty Beaver. Yeah, I'm working on it.
You mean Margot Martindale?
Oh, please. I love her. She's such a great actress.
Yeah.
Esteemed character actor Margot Martindale.
Margot Martindale, my heart.
Alright, so we're going to the visitor center first?
I am in agreement with that.
Sure.
We are visitors.
We are.
You arrive at the visitor center. You pull up into the handicapped parking space because of someone who shall remain nameless. You turn the car
What,
off.
me?
Yeah, because you're smart. Yeah, because you're small. Yes. Who is going to put the handicap parking thing on
the lanyard?
Yeah, the rearview mirror. Who's going to do that?
I'll do it. I'm sure I carried them around.
Very lawful evil of you. So you put the.
I am handicapped. I'm very small and old.
Yeah, you actually qualify for dwarfism, but we'll get into that later. So you arrive at the visitor center. There is a faint fog coming in from the lake. The place is shrouded in mist, and there is a faint cool despite the August evening. What would we like to do?
I'll enjoy the cool breeze.
Is there a light on in the visitor center?
Yes.
Is there anything we should be aware of in our immediate vicinity before we just go on in?
Roll awareness.
1 sec.
Could all of us do it?
Yes.
You know what? Because I'm afraid, I'm going to say with my mouth that I'm taking my doctor bag with me, and once everybody gets out of the car, I lock it. Excuse me, I burped. Hope you don't mind.
There is a light on inside the visitor center. However, you are the only vehicle that is parked in the parking lot.
Ooh. That don't bode well, sailors. Okay, can I go and, like, peek in the door?
Yes.
I peek in the door. I'm assuming they're like those big glass doors that are everywhere.
You are momentarily terrified as your eyes adjust to the darkness and see a large bear who is unreasonably jacked and anthropomorphic, telling you are the only one that can prevent forest fires.
I'll stack her back. It's the Smoky. I'll go back in first for a second peek. Oh, sorry.
You look in again and confirm that, in fact, the bear is, in fact, anthropomorphic and weirdly jacked and sexualized, and you do not know why.
That's the only thing I see. It's just a Smoky Bear in there.
You see, like, the pamphlets and the other stuff lying around. There is a small light peering out from underneath the door in the back room of the employees' area.
I'll look to my friends.
Should we knock or should we test the door, sneak in, what?
Can I check and see if there's like a jingle bell attached to the door?
There is not.
Okay. I tried the door very lightly.
The
Is it
door
a
is
push or
locked.
pull?
It is a push, and it is locked.
Okay. I turn and I say, it's a push door, but it's locked, so I can't push it. Now what do we do?
I'm really sorry
just
this.
picked up a rock.
Okay, I'm really sorry this is taking so long. Could someone please roll my awareness for me? The great thing about meeting online is that, if things happen, I can still be on the call, but unfortunately, I will be in here for however long this takes. Sorry.
You're good.
Alright.
You notice the same thing as the rest of them. There is a light inside the building, but there are no cars in the parking lot.
Great. Okay, so nothing else. Okay.
Should we maybe go around and see if anybody's smoking by the back door?
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nurses used to do this.
You go around the back and see that there is an ashtray, and there is a still smoldering cigarette in the ashtray from the rear door into the building.
Okay. I'll go over and pick up the cigarette butt and just kind of whiff the end that would have been in somebody's mouth.
It is a Turkish clothed cigarette.
Ooh, monsters.
So they are goth.
I nearly spit out my drink on my computer screen. Congratulations.
I guess, how does it feel to be the funniest person on earth?
You hear faint evanescence sounds coming from the interior of the building.
How can you see? How fucking funny would that be if you were like in a ranger station and you just heard fucking Finger 11 playing? Anyways, that's not a goth band. Okay, so we've got no cars in the parking lot. It's obviously quitting time. But somebody was here because this shit's still smoldering. I hate to split the party, but kind of feel like, I don't know. Looking around because I can't see any of the maps. Is there anywhere that somebody could have been like scurried off to, or is there like another parking lot in the back? What's
Really
the
quickly. Oh, sorry. You first. Yeah.
No, I ended. What's the surrounding? What are the surroundings like?
There is no other place for a vehicle to be conventionally.
So we have to start thinking unconventionally. No, that just means
Vehicles aren't super common here anyway, right?
That's true.
They are rare. Correct?
So, I mean, they have public transport here that works.
Oh, if only.
You can actually see a bus stop attached to the front of the building with regular times every 15 minutes.
Cool.
When's the next one, and what time is it now? Give me these numbers, Ian.
It's 2 in the morning, and the next one is at 8 a.m.
15 minutes, my big fat ass. All right, let's go. So the lights, there is a light on, but it might just be like, you gotta keep some of the lights on.
I mean, they also might have just left it on by accident, because
true.
I cannot imagine their visiting hours or their open hours overlap with nocturnal creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see where there's power cables coming into this place?
Oh.
Correct. There is a small substation attached nearby that actually powers the entirety of Indiana Tunes.
Oh, fuck. What are you gonna do?
Well, if we cut the power, she'd have to come out. Or he, I'm sorry. Whoever's in there would have to come out.
Bold of you to assume I put men in my games.
I wasn't sure.
This is gonna get funny.
No, I'm about it. This is
No, me too. It's just very silly. Let's go.
I have necessarily thought like that we had to start something here, but that's a funnier idea, so let's do it.
Yeah, I can't even remember why we're here.
Guru.
You're hunting down werewolves.
Well, I know the guru, but I'm here for the ride right now.
Your first legitimate clue, which kind of makes sense, is why don't we go to the visitor center, which is like a really like moral oral Boy Scout kind of thing to do, but it's what you people settled on. Okay, so like,
Ian, is there
Moral
like
notes and stuff.
a notice board anywhere?
there is in fact a notice board, yes.
Okay, let's go look at the notice board and see if there's anything, like lost dogs eaten,
Anything
lots
of
of missing
notice.
animal posters
Oh,
or something.
God damn it, Mags!
Lost dogs eaten.
All right, what do we see on the notice board?
It says, please report any unauthorized Germans, and it shows a deeply insensitive racial caricature of a German with like a huge beer mug and a pickle hob eating schnitzel.
I laugh at it.
It's actually a beat-to-beat remake, almost exactly of Niklaus, and he is shocked. Like,
My ass. Please.
turns out for the past few centuries, all racial stereotypes against Germans have actually been based off of Niklaus, and he just found out.
Wow.
Oh my god. So I got it all right. I'm
Like
putting
me.
this in my locker.
There's a small notice about buns up, suns up yoga, a variety of other things, and there's another notice saying that the central part of the marsh, due to some recent tidal inlays from the lake, has been washed away and it is closed to visitors.
Mm,
That could be a place.
That could be.
that is rough. We are visitors.
Yes. I guess we can't go there.
There's a
No, we
small
can't
sign.
go there.
There's a small sign that says "No one dead allowed." Also, Germans doubly unwelcome.
Fantastic.
But I'm not German. I'm Austrian.
It's the same thing.
Whoa.
And okay, and let me ask this too. I know we already used awareness, but are there like any discernible tracks possibly, and in any direction that maybe we can see?
You have no idea how hard you just made me with that question. Roll a survival check. I'm really shocked that I said, yeah, there's werewolves, and no one's like, let's look for paw prints. like, uh,
Okay, that just came to me. Let's see here.
tell us, ancient one, what is your wisdom? Maybe
No.
someone who's good at this could do the survival thing. Just throwing it out
Oh,
there.
sorry. I rolled before you said good at it.
Because you're so good at it, you anticipated my needs and the party's needs. Actually, you and Alfabe are actually tied. You both have one. So, Alfabe, if you want to roll, maybe you can beat Kian at his own game. Well, god damn it. All right. You look around and fight. French versus Irish. Wait, don't we have a common enemy? We should lay down our arms, my brother, and fight the true enemy.
Lay down our arms and share butter.
Les Anglais. So, you look at the surrounding area, and you see the characteristic tracks of wolves. You both know that wolves are not native to this area. They were wiped out a very long time ago. So wolves being here is deeply uncharacteristic. And you can see that the wolf tracks move inward into the park towards to the dilapidated area made reference to in the notice.
Well, we have our direction. Should we
Do it.
follow them?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So
I think
Alfabe is like in a full suit. Irene is wearing her power outfit. Kian is dressed like someone from Peaky Blinders. And I can only assume Niklaus is just dressed like some destitute German doctor. And we're just going to traipse through this marsh. That's all we're going to do?
I'm not destitute, just,
Don't forget our
thrift store.
dusty friend.
Irene has some very tasteful Doc Martens on with her mini skirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are going to sink really great into the mud. Okay, so.
Kermit's with us too, right, Ian?
Oh, I
Yeah.
just had the best idea ever for a werewolf ice cream.
What?
It's wolf tracks, but like it's carob syrup to replace the chocolate so they can eat it.
Oh,
Ugh.
fuck, that's actually
Aw.
really.
Wolf tracks.
That's actually really good. I'm going to steal that idea in the future when
That's
you go to the
clever.
ice cream store. So, anyway. So, you identify the tracks and you can readily track them. What do we want to do?
Track them.
Okay,
Hey,
perfect. Let me see here.
Oh, this reminds me of fairy tales my mother used to tell me.
So you used to say
Said big
never.
feet.
They
Never.
follow divorce tracks?
Yes.
I kind of forgot what happened. Oh, so they were eaten
What
by wolves.
what happened to them at the end?
Well, it's hard to say. There were a lot of stories. Either they were eaten, or the wolf was their mother, or they drank from water from the wolf's paw, and then they turned into wolves.
Ah,
I don't know. I haven't been a child in It's been a while. It's been a while.
gotcha.
The
I know
party.
nothing that can help us here.
The
Sorry, go
party.
on.
The party meanders through the muck and the mire of the forest, following the tracks, and eventually they cease. Uh, you find yourselves in front of a large glade. Give me an awareness check.
Can you roll for me?
Yes.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, nice.
What is my purpose? Holy shit, Irene. fucking,
You roll
fucking,
rolls.
fucking mentat.
Damn.
Oh my god, Kian coming in clutch. And Alfie.
What happened?
Fucking Irene rolled a 6. Kian rolled a 4.
Girl, hell yeah.
Alfie rolled a 2, which means you have to roll a 0. Otherwise, this just doesn't make any sense. And you also rolled a 2.
See, what happened was Irene was like so completely sure of how good she looks that she didn't have to devote any thought to it at all, and she was able to actually take in the surroundings.
Exactly.
Mwah,
Understood.
perfect.
My
Her
outfit.
perfect artistic eye.
My outfit is so perfectly versatile that even in this forest, I am still immaculately composed.
I have to be the most fuckable person in this haunted forest.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but that reality is about to collapse. So anyway,
Oh no.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Ooh,
I
another hottie.
see.
Oh
the
I roll
party,
for fuckability.
the
Roll for
party,
fuckability.
the party with their awareness check hears the faint strokes of a paintbrush and the idle humming of something ahead of them. You burst into the fray, past the line, and find yourselves in a glade. At the dead center is a woman dressed in an immaculate outfit, slowly painting on a canvas. And I'm going to post her actual token here so you can see that she is actually, in fact, hotter than Irene, which is probably going to throw Irene off.
No, it's fine.
or make Irene jealous to this woman,
Whoa.
right?
Girls, girl.
Woo!
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Exactly.
That is the
I'm
first thing that
incredibly attracted to her.
Yeah.
Irene's with Irene's 6, she immediately recognizes, oh no, this is bad. like this is bad. She, the woman, looks over to the left of the party and goes, oh my word, you startled me. You know, usually people aren't traipsing around here in the dead of night. And she kind of squints and looks at the lot of you, and you're clearly not dressed for walking around in this muck. What's going on?
You are dressed better than us in this woods here.
She places her hand out and gives you kind of a flippant motion with one palm. She's like, oh, I didn't walk here. She gestures behind her, and you can see a jaguar under the shade of one of the nearby trees. She goes, I drove. I like the calm out here.
Oh yes, it is calm. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
She stands up, puts her easel and brush on the painting that she's working on and gives you a faint curtsy and goes, I'm Francesca Caterina. A pleasure to meet you. What, now, if you don't mind, what are you doing here? I have been coming here for years and no one has ever walked through the mire and disturbed my painting. This is rather unusual.
Um, well, you see, I turn to everybody else. What are we doing here?
We
I
are
know
terribly sorry. What?
I know what we're doing here, but what are we doing here for her sake?
We
We are terribly
What
sorry.
are you painting? Irene is like a little lusty. and asks that question.
She
And
places
Kian asked her what she's painting.
she
We're all
pla-
like, "Who, lady?"
huh? She places a single finger up in the air and wags it to the side and goes, I'm not done yet. You'll find out when I'm finished. She actually then raises her eyebrow a little bit more and goes, Wait, what are you wearing? She's addressing you, Irene.
Dead stock. Thinking of a designer. Gary Rourke.
Hmm, I could tell the year. I imagine you're someone with a bit more of an inclination towards the arts. I actually run all of the art galleries in Chicago. I'd be tickled pink
Nice.
if you came by and looked at some of our stuff. We just got some new Cezannes. I think they're actually some of the few left after that unfortunate incident in New York. Just means more money in my pocket, though.
Can I
Isn't
get an insight on this lady? She doesn't even know our names yet, and she's like, "Oh, baby, you gotta come to my art gallery."
Roll insight.
No, that's some secondary location shit, man.
Go ahead.
Irene just has an effect on people? Okay, go ahead.
What did I get?
Oh, I have to roll for you. So you want
You
to do?
bastard!
I always forget. So you want insight, and I imagine wits because that's your highest.
Well, yeah.
You rolled a 2. This
Great.
woman is an inscrutable haze. Her smile seems to brighten up the dark, moonless night that you are under right now, and she carries herself with such aplomb and grace that you're almost smitten. You have no idea what she's about. She seems to be earnest. I think she just wants to close a sale.
I
Is
think
is there is there
Nicholas is bisexual.
can we tell, is there any kind of smell in the air, like wolf or something like that, that we kind of
Go
Yeah.
ahead and give
Or
me
like wet
another
dog.
awareness check.
Oh fuck.
Oh, God. My best roll and my worst roll, right after one after the
You
other.
need to subtract the
Hand in
beast
hand.
die when you roll skills because you do not roll the beast when you roll skills.
Oh,
I guess I will roll for Dr. Frankenfurter again.
Okay.
what's the beast? Ian, what is that?
So whenever
So
you roll, it'll add the attribute. Just ignore the beast die. Just ignore it. Like you shouldn't actually be adding. I don't know why it's adding the beast die. There's no beast die. So actually, everyone clocks this. Irene, Alfabe, Niklaus, and Kian. You detect the very distinct and well-applicated scent of Chanel #5, and that is it.
plastic?
wait a second.
Oh.
If that is it, you mean we don't smell? She does not smell like a regular kind. We can smell only the perfume.
Only the perfume.
That's fucked. I don't like this woman at all. I want to turn around. I'm scared.
But only after I get her number about this art gallery thing. Then we'll
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Only after I pose for her.
She actually reaches into the breast pocket of her Chanel suit and hands out a card. She extends it out, delicately poised between 2 fingers, and goes, Please, by all means, stop by the gallery. I'd be delighted to show you our collection.
Irene takes it and says we may have mutual friends in common, and yeah, takes it.
What do you think of the composition? She turns the painting around, and you can see that it is a cubist rendition of the landscape in tasteful detail.
Mm.
It's quite remarkable.
It appears
How?
inspired.
Is this a lit area? How is she painting in the dark of the forest?
Oh,
Or maybe I
I
missed
forgot this detail. There's small little jars of captured fireflies around here that provide ample light.
Bruh, that's kind of a major detail to. That's creepy as shit.
That's fun and creepy.
Holy fuck. Okay. Hair on the back of your neck. Got it.
I'm scared.
Also, earlier with your awareness check, she said people tend to not traipse around here at night. She placed particular emphasis on people.
We figured.
No. Oh my god.
Do you come to paint here often?
Anytime the moon isn't out.
The full moon?
Yeah, it makes me go a little crazy.
We would be able to smell if she were a lycanthrope, though.
Correct.
And all we can smell is this fucking perfume. We can't smell if she's human or anything else under it. Okay.
Yeah, you're not getting any sense that she's anything other than what looks to be a human female, which is disconcerting.
What about like no blood? There's no we can't really smell if there's like any blood nearby or anything like that either.
Okay, do you want to smell for blood? Do you want to maybe sense a heartbeat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's try to sense a heartbeat. Would that be
It's awareness.
Okay.
The DC on that will be 5 because she is very far away, unless one of you is bold enough, i.e., a Chad, to get close to the pretty lady, which I know is
wait a second.
The beast.
Didn't Irene step close to grab the business card? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
All right. So Irene, when you're close to her, do you want to sense for a heartbeat? Because that's kind of a dead giveaway. If she's
Hello.
Yes. Is this correct roll though? Because I don't know what you're talking about with the other thing that you mentioned, the beast eye or whatever.
You awareness plus charisma. You cannot parse anything from this distance.
Okay.
She actually contours her neck, so you can't even make out the faint pulse of a carotid artery on her neck. She has everything so firmly put together, can't tell.
All right. Kian will bite the bullet and step a little closer. He will ask, "What kind of paints are you using?" He's stepping closer, looking like, or at least trying to look like he's interested in the paint itself.
She gives you this disgusted look and goes, "Pastel, of course."
That is oil?
It's more fungible than that, but somewhat. There's less of a spread. I've always had a preference for pastel.
So Kian is going to continue stepping forward while we do this. And now he wants not only to try to see if she has a pulse or not, but to see if there's something funky in the paint based on her answer. Like, I don't know, fresh blood.
Go ahead and give me awareness. I imagine you're
What
going to be
other creatures are in this world?
changelings, demons, fairies,
I forgot about changelings.
elves.
Fuck, maybe she's a fairy.
Germans.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
her.
changelings.
If she was a fae, Bags would have immediately just laid Nicholas down and just surrendered. So no.
Are you sure she's not German?
Alright. I'm gonna hit composure because hiding how freaked out he is going to be crucial to this.
You hone your senses and pass the strokes of her painting on the easel. You detect the faint, steady rhythm of a heartbeat. Faint, poised, and delicate. It's only beating as much as it needs to be. This woman is deeply unafraid of your presence.
If she's alive and she's not afraid of us, I don't want to fuck with her.
Yeah, I too agree. We just show up out of the woods in the middle of the night. She doesn't even raise her blood pressure up at all.
She raises a hand and looks at Kian. Do not move. The light right now. Don't move. She pulls over the easel, gets out a fresh sheet, and shakes out a pencil. And she begins to sketch. How much time do you give her?
I am deeply curious and terrified, so I'll just stand here for, I mean, I guess not an hour, but like for longer than is a comfortable conversation silence, sure.
Is anyone else going to allow Francesca Caterina to finish the drawing?
I will, I guess.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Irene is deeply intrigued.
About 5 minutes passes, and she tears off the sheet, folds it, and extends out her arm towards Kian and goes, "For you, the laddie was perfect. It reminded me of some of the Rembrandts in our collection, and I tried to capture that, but there's only so much you can do with white and black."
What is the sketch of? Is it of Kian's face?
It is you in the position you stopped in immaculate detail, capturing every mote and rhythm of light falling upon you and the environment. It is a breathtaking sketch, and she accomplished in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Wow, that looks just like you. But handsome. More handsome. More handsome. You're handsome.
Francesca goes, "I didn't take any creative liberties in that regard."
I pat his arm as if to say, "You're handsome, and I'm deeply sorry it came out that way."
Kian is way too freaked out to like care. He's gonna do like a polite little bow. Tell her it's incredible. And hope for someone else to rescue him from the situation.
Now, of course, I don't sell any of my works at the gallery, so take that for yourself, and I swear, if I see that on the aftermarket, I'll be displeased.
What's her name? Have we asked her name yet?
Francesca.
Oh,
She
that's right.
literally, she gave her name, Francesca Caterina.
Sorry. Yeah, I
She
couldn't
hasn't
remember.
asked for our names yet.
She doesn't
No,
care.
she hasn't.
Rude.
She doesn't care.
Francesca,
Yeah.
we're a little worried about you out here. We saw some paw prints that looked like some kind of big animal.
Yeah, a dog.
Oh, the wolves?
Whoa, you've seen
There's
wolves out
wolves?
here?
Yeah, there's a small pack. I think the Department of the Interior was doing some project with them or something and reintegrated them into the area. They used to be here a long time ago. We don't get that much traffic these days. I think they skulked through here earlier, but I think they got here before I did. She kind of gestures to the ground, and you can see ever so faintly, as she points it out, paw prints between the grasses and smudged mud and what have you, and they head towards the northeast.
And you're not worried about wolves in the area?
Oh, wolves never bother me.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've always felt that those predatory things, they tend to stay away from me. I don't get what it is. Maybe I just carry myself in a particular way.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Totally. Me too.
Also, I throw them scraps of meat on occasion, so they tend to like me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, enjoy your evening. Nicholas is gonna like take a few steps up the trail and like look at everybody like, "Can we go?"
Oh, very nice meeting you.
Mom, I want to go home.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
will
get
give
the
her
fuck
a
out of here.
firm handshake. A dainty handshake, really, but
You're
firm.
gonna shake her hand.
Firm between queens.
Firm between queens. Thank you. Yes, feminine power.
You shake
Yeah,
her
get some of
hand.
the Chanel on you.
You shake her hand, which of course is covered in a dainty little glove, because God forbid she touches people at random. And she gives you a firm handshake, and the warmth of her hand feels like she's been bathing in the sun for years. It almost
Ah,
reminds you of the last time you felt sunlight. She's boiling hot.
it's a
And that's
fucking
when you
demon,
fell
isn't
in
it?
love.
Okay, valid, but this is a fucking demon, isn't it? Oh, I'm calling
Yeah,
it.
this is not good.
She actually, as you hold her hand, are you taken aback by the warmth?
Yes, and can I catch anything else in her demeanor. I mean, like a
Gotta give
handshake
me
is
a
pretty
roll.
intimate.
Gotta give me a roll.
So, okay, which roll though?
Whatever you want. That makes sense.
Um,
Also, while you shake her hand, she senses your apprehension, and she looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "Can I have my card back? I'd like to add something to it."
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
of course, I'm going to smile very sweetly, flirtatiously, and pull the card back from my jacket pocket and hand it to her.
Guys, I'm K'd. I'm K'd of her.
She takes it, places a delicate kiss on the card, wafts it to the right and left of her neck to pick up the perfume, and slides it back into your hand.
Girl.
As a keepsake. Now, is there anything
I'm
else?
sorry. Would you mind repeating that real quick?
for science. Like,
I just want to make sure I heard that right. What?
she grabs the card, she places a kiss upon it so her lipstick rubs off on it, and then she wafts it to the left and right of her neck to pick up the Chanel perfume, and then delicately places it back in Irene's hand.
Okay. Yeah. That's at best flirting.
She's flirting with me. Okay, Irene's gonna make a satisfied sound, and then also I would like to do that check. Can I?
Yes, what are you going to do and what do you want?
I will do an awareness check.
No, there's like other checks,
No.
like insight.
Wait.
You can do
I will
occult.
Yeah, but okay, I'll do an occult check. That sounds great. Or wait, can I do no, I'll do a occult.
Don't you dare try to sway this woman with performance, because it will not work. Like,
Okay.
she knows what she's about. Like,
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Okay, let's see. Ugh.
the woman's unusual warmth is an indicator of a lot of supernatural phenomenon, but you can't nail down what. But she definitely burns hotter than a mortal should.
Irene does want to linger actually for one more moment and just make a comment to her, complimenting her on her magnetism, and kind of try to draw out maybe some information about why there's such a presence about this woman. Like,
what else would you like to elicit?
I just have to say, you're absolutely magnetic. Are you from Chicago?
No, I'm actually from Baltimore.
That's what it is.
This is what a Maryland woman is like.
Mm-hmm. Tracy Turnblad, eat your heart out.
Where did you attend school? Where did you learn to paint like that?
I actually went down to Vanderbilt in the South.
All right. Well, I guess that's all the questions Irene has. She'll just nod and join her place back with the group, unless anybody else has anything to add.
Irene.
Nothing to say. Oh, go ahead.
Irene is never going to wash that hand ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah. Kian, just like one desperate, Tiny with his very little occult knowledge, is just gonna think as hard as he can without it showing on his face to see if there's anything else he can glean. It looks like that's a no.
You have no clue.
And
all you know
yeah.
is this woman is way too well composed to be out here all by her little lonesome. And that is deeply concerning.
Very much. Okay. Well, it looks like we are going to is that what? Continue following Welch? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
A suggestion. Can we actually, like, I don't know if this is like going to fly by this woman, but can we maybe walk past her Jaguar and see if we can see anything in the windows? I mean, if there's any, like, since her car is right there, like, can we just pretend like we're going in that direction so that we can walk past it?
The paw prints actually head in the direction of the Jaguar, so if you do it in a way that doesn't look weird,
we could just we look like we're admiring it.
You could literally just ask her, "Hey, do you mind if we look at your car?" Like,
yeah, is anyone a car enthusiast?
It's a Jaguar.
I am now.
It's a Jaguar. Well, if anyone has skill in driving, That's actually the skill you need to roll. You can. I don't think anyone here knows how to drive a car.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I think everyone is just dumb as fuck.
I can
I
only
know how to
imagine.
sit in it.
Yeah, no one knows what it is. It's a Jaguar. Those of you who are, of the Great British persuasion can assume that that car's not going to work. like,
All right.
it probably broke down and she's just stuck in it.
Doesn't start half the
You
time.
can read it is a Jaguar MKS that has like a $300,000 car.
What an immaculately shiny vehicle. Do you mind if we take a look?
By all means, just be careful with the wax. I had it done the other day.
She still sounds pretty unbothered. Okay. Well, I think that Irene would like to go investigate the car as best she can, subtly without, making a show of awe, I guess, at the car. Can she see anything either in the windows or even on the grill of the car, like any organic material, just anything?
There's like bugs and what have you and anything. But you can tell that the grain of the leather that's inside the vehicle is unusual.
Oh no.
Oh
Like
God.
like human like?
If any of you have ever had experience with tanning or leather making, you're welcome to intuit the difference with the leather that's inside the vehicle. You can immediately tell that it is not cow.
Um, I'm trying to think of what I could possibly roll for that, but I think it went over my head here.
Wait, I think that Alfabe actually, because he studied the different materials they'd use on the interior of coffins.
Oh.
You would be able to clock this. So get your ass over there, look at it, and give me a roll.
Okay. All right. Let me try. Let's see what we
Baby
can.
seal leather.
That's even
Soylent,
worse.
the Jaguar's interior
Yeah, kind
is
of.
people.
Would that? I think that would be insight.
No. For this, we are going to do. Let me look at your stuff. Give me an investigation check, because this would be up your alley.
Okay.
It is cashmere. It is goatskin.
Oh. Okay.
What the ever loving fuck?
Everyone, that's goat, real goat. I actually say it loud enough so she hears it. Oh my goodness, is this goat I see?
And she goes, "You have a discerning eye. It's cashmere. I got it
Oh,
from Pakistan. Isn't it
beautiful.
wonderful? Everyone always assumes it's cow or something. Like you could even find a cow these days."
So funny, I guess.
Madam, could you tell us? You say you see very few out here, wildlife enthusiasts, as it were. Have you seen anyone else like us recently around?
She gives you a very quizzical look and almost derisively goes, "What do you mean, like you? The tourists?"
Wildlife enthusiasts, yes. Looking for animals as we are.
No, not terribly. I'm never out here during the day. I'm a bit of a night person.
Well, thank you kindly.
Bye.
It's quite quiet out here. If you wish to follow the wolves, they did go to the northeast. It seems like they were chasing something.
Oh,
You can
thank
tell
you.
by the spread of the paws and the gait. They were moving at full speed when they came through here. I do wonder what they were hunting. Could be anything, especially out here.
This one does not give a fuck at
No,
all.
Irene is a
This
little
is setting me on
scared,
edge.
a little turned on, both at the same time.
Oh, the name of her art gallery is called the Panopticon. It is on the card that you received that is coded in Chanel number 5, and her lipstick, which, if I may mention, perfectly matches her complexion.
Ugh,
Or
I wouldn't expect anything less.
she has it all.
Some people do, yeah. Right. Well, as lovely as this has been, I do think we could make our way to follow the path of the tracks.
Yeah.
do it.
As the lot of you leave, she gives you a very firm princess wave and says, "Oh, and do be careful out there. The night is a cowl that obscures. You'll never know what you see out there."
She's giving Haunted Mansion vibes now.
Fuck!
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
She goes back to painting, and while she paints, she whistles "Whistle While You Work"
Ugh,
with perfect pitch.
She whistles what?
Whistle
while
while
you
you
work,
work.
you know. Whistle while you work.
Oh, okay.
She's a Disney adult.
Oh no. She's a 10, but she's a Disney adult.
Ah, maybe that's
You
where maybe that's what's off about her. Awful. That's terrible.
That is
look
that
closer.
is the
Oh my god, she's
underlying
got a Sally and Jack keychain.
You see her Ed Hardy T-shirts in the back of her Jaguar.
Oh wow!
Oh, Irene's gonna die right then and there. Jeez.
Wash that hand
So
down.
anyway, you depart the presence of the infinitely elegant woman, Francesca Caterina, who makes Irene look like she wears a garbage bag. And like,
Wow.
I'm not wrong.
Damn.
Mean to me.
I'm not wrong.
Hey, you want to talk about mean? I used to have an Ed Hardy t-shirt.
Oh, I'm so
Boo!
sorry.
Boo this man!
Of course, I was 11, so.
That
So
makes
Well, I
sense.
don't know who that is, but I'm just happy to
It's a
be here.
bad thing. It's
Oh,
a
they make
bad thing.
perfume and tattoos and shit.
It's a
Whatever.
bad thing. If you see a man
You
wearing
see
an
them-
Ed Hardy T-shirt, run away. So anyway,
It's
Yeah.
the same thing as a man wearing one of those like black t-shirts that has bugs spanking the shit out of Lola. Same vibes.
Oh,
Or a skeleton faced Marilyn Monroe with a rose in her hair.
God
They're like
damn,
poison dart frog colors.
you're so right. It's painful. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
the lot of you begin to track the wolves, um, and you begin to hear something outside of the characteristic din of insects and rustling in the woods. Everyone's welcome to give me an awareness check. And yes, Niklas, I'm rolling it for you.
We're rolling awareness, yeah?
God damn, Niklas, you got a 5.
Yay! Danke, mein Kommandant.
Okay, everyone succeeded on this one. Everyone except Alfabe, you detect the sound of voices in the distance, but you can't make out the language. Now, Alfabe, you hear the language, and you know what it is. It's French. You hear the distant French murmuring and the sound of things being torn and ripped and falling, plopping into the mud. The lot of you make your way through the brush, I imagine, with aplomb and relish. I forgot to add you to this fucking map. Hold on a second.
You know what?
Great.
You know what,
First we had a
Smartass? I'd like
Disney
to roll stealth,
I'm sorry, you
please.
first. What? What,
I want to
Max?
roll stealth.
I'm not going to make you roll stealth. They are so preoccupied that you are automatically hidden. Because if you fail this roll, you will all die. So I'm not going to make you roll it.
So first the Disney adult, and now French people.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. She's not a Disney adult. That was out of canon. So anyway, she's too elegant for that. So you make your way through the forest. The marshy trees and everything give way into a large clearing. At the dead center of it, you see a woman. She is standing at the dead center of 12 canid form werewolves in their full form surrounding her. Their arms are crossed, and she's speaking to them in French. I'm going to tell Alfabe what they say. I don't think anyone else speaks French aside from Alfabe, because everyone else is like a dirty Crowder and Englishman. So This is just
It's fair.
Gaelic. It's just Gaelic, English,
Yeah.
German, and French. Okay, I'm gonna tell Alfie what she's saying.
Also, can we take another quick 5? I'm sorry, guys. I just need to get up.
Can we take a 5 after the dramatic scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the only thing you hear her say. From the distance, you could only make out that it was French, but you couldn't hear what she was exactly saying. And this is the only thing you make out that she says, Alfabe.
Okay, so
As soon as she utters it, let me reread this particular section here. The woman has her hands close to her chest, almost in a kind of position of veneration. She opens her arms outwards and begins to slowly turn, facing all of the guru. And the guru approach tentatively with a beat step rhythm in eerie unison. They move forward and they tear the woman to shreds. They slice through her chest, remove her arms, and begin consuming her whole. They drink her blood, eat her face, crack her skull open, and consume her brains. Her bones are smashed open and the marrow is drunk out of them. After a few moments, all that is left of her is a few faint scraps and tatters and errant body parts. The guru scatter her body across the area, splash water upon the site, and her blood soaks into the earth. All of the guru look upon one another and then depart the area, leaving only the tattered, desiccated remnants of the woman. What is left, slowly soaking into the marshy ground. Okay, now we can take a 5.
I mean, you gotta appreciate that they.
All right, gang. You just witnessed a very peculiar, what seems to be guru ritual. What do we want to do? There's body parts scattered everywhere, and Alfabe heard something in the forbidden tongue of demons, also known as French, if he wishes to divulge to others.
So I say to the group once everyone is one per player. So that was some kind of trial. I'm not sure what happened, but she said that she threw herself on their mercy, and well, we see what happened.
This
Well-
gets stranger and stranger.
It is agreed.
Niklas finishes puking.
Are we in danger?
Are you?
Probably.
When are we not?
That's true.
I mean, we just saw what those things did to that
Wait,
person.
all she said, all you could understand or hear is that she threw herself on their mercy. Did she ask forgiveness for any particular crime?
No, she just said technically she said I throw myself at your judgment, but it's the same kind of idea. That's all she said. So obviously we missed whatever it was that she was guilty of. I don't know, but and they were not having it.
Alright, out of character because I'm dummy brain. What exactly are we searching for out here again, aside from just apparently Guru do stuff here? Do we have any firmer lead than that?
That is it.
I don't think so. That's it.
Christastic. Alright.
Are there like you said they scattered in different directions, right?
They all went towards the north, which is the beach. Seems they all went towards the beach.
And they always go north.
Hmm.
I wonder if we start to follow footprints, if we can pick like one out where one separates from the rest of them. or we could follow that rather than, we don't want to mix up with a whole group of them.
Yeah, I would like to not get jumped to Gru.
I want to look at the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are
There's
there
a
any,
lot of
scraps
it.
of clothing?
Like, there's like entrails, little scraps of shit everywhere. You can give me an investigation check to see if there's anything a little bit more substantive, or you can do medicine if you want to examine the blood and know anything particularly odd about it.
I'll go and whip.
With medicine?
Yeah. And I will note my biggest love in unlife is hematology oncology. So if there's some kind of sick in the blood, I'll smell it.
Delightful.
Oh shit.
You got a 9.
Yay! Okay. Do I smell like, did she let herself get bitten by a vampire? Is there some sort of supernatural funk, or is there like a sickness that would have put the pack in jeopardy? What's going on with this lady? Is she pregnant, maybe?
How do you examine the blood exactly?
I tasted.
Her blood is not mortal. She was Guru.
Mm. Any other cootie? Well, any cootie in it? Being Garu's not a cootie.
You can actually tell based off of the taste and the particular terroir that she was a Shadow Lord, one of the Guru tribes. The tribes that operate in this area are generally the Glasswalkers and the Red Talons. Shadow Lords tend to be loose cannons. So, her throwing herself at the mercy of either Glasswalkers or Red Talons is rather unusual.
Ooh, she did something, and she paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mention that to the gang in a German accent. Yeah, she wasn't one of them. Likely. She'll take another taste.
You get the same information. Kian, with your keen eye, you root through the various waters and little ruddies, and you find the somehow desiccated, a little pruny, but you find her left hand.
Spooky. You can make a hand of glory.
Do not do
Ew.
that. I know it's the most Irish thing you can do, but do not do it.
Oh, come on. Come on. I just want a hand candle. I want a handle.
Behold, the might of
Um,
Ugma. You're not allowed to make a hand of glory.
Alright.
You find her
Sure.
hand, bloodied, a little pruny, but relatively intact. What would you like to do with it?
Niklaus, is there anything we could discover from a intact part?
I mean, fingerprints, yeah. Let me see her nails.
You're brilliant. He's gonna double check. He's not sure if Niklaus is gonna want to handle it, because, germs.
Oh, please. Germs, sure, but I'm a doctor. I've seen it all.
Alright, he's gonna pass it off.
She had a very tasteful French manicure, which is somehow intact.
Oh no, I'm checking under the nails to see if she had like any DNA scraped up under there. Like sometimes people, if they're scratching other people, they get like blood up under there. I want to see if maybe she had any left over from an attack.
Nothing.
Okay.
She also did not fight back when the Guru was attacked.
That I know, yeah.
There was nothing under her hands. Actually,
yes.
let me see here. This would be an investigation check. I think the only person who would be able to succeed on this would probably be Alfabe. You
All
notice
right.
that there's some faint discoloration and stuff on the hand, but you can't make it out with your medicine check. It's not privy to you.
It doesn't look like bruising or anything. It's like
It's not discoloration, burst capillaries, or anything with a biological basis. It's something
okay.
chemical.
In that case, I'll be like, I'm an old man. I need glasses. Can somebody tell me what this says?
Let me give it a try.
Thank you. Please don't eat this.
I will not eat it. No, I'll take it.
I will send it to Yard of Beef.
Oh,
Labor Day is Labor Day.
it looks like, just guessing here, but these are stains from phosphorus and manganese.
It's explosive, right?
Yeah, that's
Certainly
used to
can be.
manufacture explosives, yes.
Ooh.
Not the kind that could blow up a whole city,
No.
but explosive nonetheless.
Hmm. What she could have gotten herself into.
Oh no. I mean, except for the building we blew up, I don't remember hearing about anything else.
Oh. She clearly. Niklas is gonna start like mind palace pacing around. So she got. This was a trial. It was a ritualistic murder. She threw herself on their mercy, willingly so. But then people aren't really known for that. She shouldn't have stayed still and let this happen, but she did, and it completely tore her to pieces. I wonder what the significance would be of that. Maybe if there's a chance they could come back and, or her body could be used for something else, or maybe I don't know.
Nothing I'm familiar with.
What was that? Sorry.
I said nothing I'm familiar with.
Oh no, me neither. But, and then she has this on her hands. What did she do to earn her death? And how did she feel about it that she accepted it?
From my understanding of texts that I've
Is there
read,
anything else we could do with this body?
from my understanding of texts that I've read of the Guru, they don't typically insert themselves into the business of other tribes. So, whatever was happening must have been at her behest.
Oh, this is messy. I miss my lab.
Messy indeed.
Does anybody have a Ziploc?
Would we feasibly have one?
You know what? I probably do in my little medical bag.
You
Yeah.
100% have it inside your super convenient Felix the Cat medical bag.
I Ziploc. Alrighty. So now we have a hand.
You're not allowed to turn it into a hand.
Look, Niklaus won't. I wish I could, but I won't.
Resisting your inner Irish tendencies to turn every hand you come across into.
You can put anybody to sleep. Shut up.
Okay, just
Ready?
outside musings on the situation, out of character, I'm just wondering what the Guru have to do with this entire, and maybe I missed something, but the entire goal that we're headed towards right now with, discovering more about like the terrorist factions and things like that. So I think maybe I would. I think I don't know. Unless anybody else wants to investigate anything else in this area, I think maybe we should move to a different area of Indiana Dunes. That's what I feel.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm running low.
Do we want to follow the Guru as they make their way towards apparently their escape route? Question mark.
No, I don't want to. No, I'm scared of them.
Maybe
Cue
maybe we
It's
should.
Always Sunny music where it says the gang gets massacred by
Yeah.
werewolf. Like, oh god, the claws! They do +3 aggravated damage. Oh no! Oh god, he chopped my legs off and he's making me eat them while he watches. Like,
Can I offer you a nice hand in this trying time?
you should
I'm just
actually, you should
trying to not
probably.
face it.
So you place the hands inside a bag, and I'm gonna say that you have some of those crack emergency ice bags in there that you crack and then it becomes cold. That hand has to go into appropriate storage to be usable at a later date. That's actually an immediate concern. If you bubble around out here for a couple of hours, it will deteriorate and become unusable. And that is like your first major lead.
Well, I mean, no. Well, DNA starts to break down, of course. It would be better to freeze it now, but it's pruny. So, no, we should get it on ice. But bodies don't rot. That quickly.
Not very. Remember, it is August, and you are next to a large.
That's right. It's hot. Yeah, we need to
It's
get this
hot
stuff
and
on
it's
ice.
humid. It's
That's
hot and it's humid.
disgusting.
It's hot and it's humid. I mean, if you people weren't in a constant state of recycling undeath, you would also be moldy and gross. You will
Right.
turn into our cowboy friends, who shall remain nameless. And obviously, Kermit this entire time has just been smoking peyote and silently judging everyone.
I like your style.
Okay, so what do we want to do, gang? We want to put this fucking hand on ice?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, you make your way back the way you came. And if you go back the way you came, you actually come across the same area where you met our dear friend Francesca, and the easel is still there, and there is a fresh painting on it.
Where is she?
She is gone, and the jaguar is also gone.
Why did she leave it there? Girl, you're nuts!
What's the painting of?
It's all of you holding hands, picking flowers.
Aww.
Girl is... Alright, let's take it with us. Come on.
There's also a small note with lipstick on it that still smells like Chanel No. 5 that says, I really hope you stop by and look at those Cezannes. I also, and Allah forgive me for saying this, have some Matisses.
So she's able to write down the name of God.
No.
She's doubling up.
Irene thinks that's just for her.
You flip over the card, it says, it's not.
You're so mean to me. Okay.
You flip it over again. It says JK.
We definitely take the painting, even though I think a painting of us all holding hands picking flowers is a little gauche, to be honest. But
it's actually done in a very it's done in a Baroque style, so it's super ostentatious. She actually even gilded the exterior of the painting in gold. You even know she had that on her. Apparently she did, in case of emergency.
I love how hard you're trying to appeal to me right now. It's still gauche subject matter.
I'm not trying. Well, of course, painting you was automatically wrong, Irene. But
oh my god,
got her.
That's not all right.
You should call Francesca and tell her that you disappointed.
I was really hoping for some early cubism. I would even go with some. Actually, the Soviets don't exist, so okay, we'll redo art history later. So, oh my god, this means no Kandinsky. God is good. Okay, so the party makes their way back to the car. As you make your way out to the car, you see a park ranger out back, chain smoking, and you hear them muttering to themselves, and they are shocked at your approach. What? I'm really sorry, but the park's closed. Is that your car over there? I was wondering what weirdos decided to drive over here. Nothing.
Can we just push past this guy and get
I
to
am
the car?
trying really hard to not fall asleep. All right.
We'll head back to. You can just walk right past him. You can just park ranger. It's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
You get in the car with your bag with a hand in it, and you drive away.
Yeah.
The guy just keeps continuing to smoke his Turkish club cigarettes and goes, whatever. Now I had to go back to my oyster water levels to make sure that there's no pollutants in the lake. And he goes back to do what he was doing late at night because he's committed to the lake and its health. So you make your way back to your fabulous. God damn it! What the fuck is this? God, what the fuck? It's called the Waldorf Astoria. How do I always lose this map? Here we go. You make your way back. The scientist is asleep. She screamed herself to sleep. That's what she does, thinking about her dead wife that you killed. And
No, we ate her.
We killed her.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
you ate her.
just ate her.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
we
you
did.
ate her. Yeah, you ate her. Good job, Irene. So anyway,
It was not
It's
me.
Kian.
It was Kian.
I thought
He
you
got the
ate her.
munchies.
He got the munchies.
No, I did not.
And technically didn't eat her, just drank her blood.
Key drained her dry.
Yeah, that counts. That counts as eating.
Pounded her like a shot.
Credit due.
Suck
Chug,
her
chug,
dry.
chug, chug.
Chug, chug. You people are actually doing keg stands with the bodies and cutting each other on. It was very
That
good.
was so fucking funny. A vampire frat house holding a guy up in the air. Chug, 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 chug with another dude at his neck.
Okay, so you arrive back. You safely secure the hand. Is there anything else we want to do, or do we want to close it out for today?
Let's close it out.
Yeah, let's close it out.
We all
Like
saw something yucky today.
Fantastic session, though.
it
Oh,
was.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you. Let me stop the recording.